Sasuga picture.
Indeed.
Yeah. Welcome everyone.
Yes. Welcome.
Sorry we're a little bit late. Caleb was like freaking out. He's like, "Oh my god, wait! All these other things that we need to have for like reference material and stuff because I think you're on the theory train.
I've been thinking.
Yeah, just
I've
a
been
little bit.
thinking so much.
Something fierce.
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah.
A whole lot.
Yeah.
And I'm ready. I'm ready, guys.
But before we get too much into that, welcome to the podcast, and let's go through some bits and follows and stuff before we get
you can read the
too
bits
far
messages.
into this.
and
Yeah,
stuff,
I'll do that for safety's sake, to protect
safety's
your
sake,
virgin eyes. Yes. Oh boy, so many follows. Macris, Red Major Man, Ollie Tipper, Fabian Lonzo, Das Tier, Jeffrey, I'm sorry about all the pronunciations, Tierlock, Katie's Hat, Zane Domain, Kevin, Legless 12, thank you for the follows, and then Jenny, Monty, thank you for the 100 bits, and IBG Music, thank you for the 100 bits. Feel like I need to thank you guys. I'd lost my enthusiasm in discovering new anime.
Oh!
But after watching your reactions to different shows, I've been able to rekindle my enthusiasm for the medium. Some of the shows you guys got me into are Anohana. Yes. Great teacher Onizuka. A Place Further in the Universe.
I'm sensing a trend here.
Yeah.
I feel like you
Lots
like
of
to
wholesome.
have characters going on very tear-bending but wholesome journeys.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah.
Thanks for being the catalyst for me rediscovering my love for anime. P.S. Attack on Titan discussions will be missed. Thank you, IBG. So happy that we've helped you get back and enjoy an anime and stuff.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm so happy for you.
And you have very good taste, I must say.
Yes.
And then Zenimex for some tonal contrast. Zenimex with the tier 1 sub for 4 months in a row, 7 total.
Thank you.
Peak said Ara this episode, guys.
Peak
said Ara.
Peak had big Ara energy this episode.
Yeah.
Peak kinda took the MVP spot other than Aaron, really.
MV Speak?
MV Speak, yeah.
Someone was saying in the comments again that we missed another opportunity to have the code be sneak peek.
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah, that's a very good
I
point.
mean, hey, one might say that we're the enemy. You know.
Wait, actually, I as an anime only, would I be the enemy?
I'm not sure. You know, it's a matter of perspective, really.
Right.
You know. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, with all my shitty paths jokes, you know, like I might as well be the enemy at that point, right? Right. But guys, part 1
stuff happened.
Attack on Titan season 4.
Mm-hmm.
The
It's
final
over.
season.
Yeah, now we're
It's
on to the
over.
finaler season, the lastest war. Oh boy.
My second to lastest war was this one here, and now we're on my finalist final war. And it's like Shiganshina all over again. And I was realizing, like, this isn't necessarily actually Shiganshina 2.0. It could be seen as 3.0 if you look at it in that way.
At least.
Like,
because there was Shiganshina. Oh no, this is perfect. They were seeding this the whole time. There's Shiganshina, then there was season 3 part 2, which was the return to Shiganshina. Yeah. Now, for the part 2 of the final season, the finalist season, the lastest war, we've got the returnist to Shiganshina, you know? Like, yeah.
What it is
great.
It's the attack on Shiganshina, basically.
Yes.
Yeah. Except this is kind of the equivalent to what Erwin did to the female Titan, but the Marlians are doing to Eren. It's kind of actually crazy. Like they set up a really good deal here. The fact that the Jaegerists really can't do much here to the warriors. Like they don't have any Titans. Armin really shouldn't transform. If he does, it's going to be because like things are going so badly that like someone breaks them out.
There's no one left worth saving in his mind, like.
Or no. Like someone on the outside actually like lets them out. Like that's how bad it would have to
and then it
get.
goes to somewhere other than Shiganshina. So that after all,
it could spill outside of Shiganshina because they're Titans, but it's also just the idea that if Eren has the founding Titans' power. And he has the ability to maybe use it if he bumps into Zeke. it could be a thing of where he's like, wait, I need to like, I need to do something that's really minor. So we're gonna like unleash the colossals just in Shiganshina.
So the whole.
And then it'll be like just Shiganshina just goes to pieces, man. It'll just be absolute madness. I've got so many crazy ideas for what they could do.
So let me get this straight.
After this episode.
Well, first I have to do my obligatory. If Armin uses the Colossal Titan in Shiganshina, is that Bert's memories of wanting to just nuke Shiganshina again? But on a more serious note, so you're what you're saying is that you think that Eren and Zeke, their plan is to betray everyone, then fight through everyone, because that's what they've done so far, then fight through everyone to meet again, so that then they can do the thing that they said they were going to do of a mini rumbling.
No, this is not going according to plan. That's the point. This is not going according to plan at all. Zeke has been tauntauned. That's not a part of the plan. There's no way that's a part of the plan. Eren nearly got his spine bit off by
Borko.
Yeah, that's some ass swiping technique that nearly got applied there.
Do you want to know something crazy?
About Galliard?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, turns out that in the episode,
we actually I went back and rewatched the episodes and found
he's right there. It's where's Waldo thing? And Peek's like,
I'm so disappointed
we're going up
in
to
myself.
the roof. It's like
I'm so disappointed in myself.
I'm a manga reader. I didn't even catch that.
I am peak disappointment. Peak disappointment.
My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined.
So many people messaged me, and they're just like, "I'm disappointed in you, Caleb.
How could you?
How could you have missed him?"
Oh,
he was literally doing like the "look at me, I'm sus," kind of thing there, and I'm just like, yeah, he was.
What can we say? Porco has a forgettable face? No. Or sorry, not really. Kind of, a little bit. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Wait, Caleb, your Armin trebuchet theory could work in the final part. Yes. Armin yeets.
All the trebuchet memes.
Well, no, Armin yeets things up to the Zeppelins.
That would be fucking terrifying,
right?
Imagine you just load Armin into a ballista or trebuchet or something.
Not loading Armin.
Oh, I was gonna say
Armin transforms and yeets things up to the
sure.
But
imagine if it went the other way, because the Colossal Titan isn't very mobile, but its transformation is great. But Armin doesn't want to use the transformation in a way that will damage like a bunch of people. But if
I think there's got to be a way he doesn't, because that's kind of a retcon that the Colossal Titan is a ba-boom, every time it transforms.
The main way it isn't is if it transforms in the air and it's not super high up. Because then
literally what Bertolt did when he. Oh no, he didn't.
Because
he slung himself back up.
Right. He slung himself back up so that way he fell. But if you transform so that
that killed Mobilit.
No, Caleb.
Okay.
Listen to what I'm saying.
All right.
If you transform in the air, but not super high up so that the Colossal Titan then falls, because that's what causes the impact, right? But you also don't want the transformation to immediately blast stuff away with the flesh appearing and stuff, right?
So what's your point?
So if you transform in the air, but like at the right height so that the feet will sort of like land onto the ground pretty quickly, that's probably what happened in episode 4, at the end of episode 4. But if Armin got flung through a trebuchet, and then he transforms, he's still going at the speed that Armin was getting propelled. He goes through all of the Zeppelins, and then continues going outside of Shiganshina, where if he lands out there, then it's okay.
Okay, I dig it.
Think about it.
Zeke's like hobbling within his Titan, just like, oh, this will be fine. And then suddenly, and he's just like, what's that? And he sees the Titan flesh just get peeled away.
Yeah, it's
and
some
he just
Fate Zero like caster shit.
Yeah. He's like, oh, the light, and then just Zeke just melts, and we're just like, whoa.
Armin, now Armisso.
I really do feel like though the fist fight with Armin and Eren was set up and foreshadowing for some kind of Titan on Titan fight though between Armin and Eren.
Oh boy, that would be interesting.
That just feels like a natural kind of foreshadowing, is like, oh look, Annie and Eren are gonna fist fight, in season 1. Then those moves and stuff. Oh, what do you know?
Also, conservation of momentum. No, that's Okay, maybe that actually would be a thing.
Is that something you need to delete?
No. Just some more bits coming through here.
Okay.
Rex stuff 100 bits. Hey nerds, last chance I'll have for a while to give y'all bitties. So expect a few more messages this time. Love your reactions to the show and can't wait to mod the manga stream when it happens. Thank you for the help, Rex stuff. And then Rex stuff again, 100 bits. Attack on Shiganshina, the finaler season.
The finalist season.
And then
wait, guys. No, the biggest twist is that we get the finaler season, right? Mm-hmm. And then they do 2 movies.
Oh my god. But they're anime original.
Right. The ending sucks so bad that they do a Attack on Titan and it's just Evangelion style like epilogue rewrite of like a thing where Yama's like, I might have gone a bit far in a few places.
Dekibara, thanks for the 100 bits. This one is for the chat. If anyone who can't wait and wants to read the manga, read chapter 1. Avertree, thank you for the follow. Rex Stuff, thank you for the 100 bits. Colossal can control the size of the explosion, at least to an extent. Brutal transformations in season 1 and 2 are non-explosive, but here Armin punched up the big explosion during season 3 and 4.
Jacob, not everyone is reading this along with you. No one knows what you just said.
Yeah, okay. That's right.
Come on.
Berthold's transformations in season 1 and 2 were non-explosive, but he and Armin punched it up to big explosions during seasons 3 and 4.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
That is a good idea, Juan, that Eren could maybe shoot down the Zeppelins with a crossbow. However, Eren has never trained with a crossbow in his life, so the idea that he would actually be able to be like...
No, he just javelins, like...
That was
he Night Kings it.
No, honestly, that was the idea that I came up with, like a day or two after the reaction. What reaction? An hour or two after the reaction, and was just thinking like, oh, okay, if Eren has the Warhammer Titan, could he make a weapon, right? Mm-hmm. But like throw it or like use it as maybe like some kind of like a growing like thing that he could then climb up. Because none of the Titans could probably break the actual material that
okay, and if he did it as a chain, of the hardening, Titan. Right, and if he did it as a chain, he wouldn't need to worry about flexibility because it'd be a bunch of rigid instruments to make something flexible. So then he would essentially have a rope that he could use to climb up. And then he could make a flail with the chain.
And
Eren makes a boomerang. Yes.
Can we just talk about the fact that we who do we root for here? I'm
Falco?
Yeah, honestly though, the weird part about this is I'm rooting for Gabby the most in the crew that's out there. And thus in a weird way Peak is kind of secondary because I think she was kind of telling the truth for the most part.
Oh yeah, I don't trust Marley, but I trust my friends.
I trust my friends, right?
Yep. And that she literally was like power of friendship, Gabby.
Yeah, she's like, this guy needs to die. That's basically her main thing. Is like, but I'm not going back to Marley. Like that was kind of her thought process from my mind.
And if we do, like we're sticking together. Like we have no trust or loyalty for Marley as a nation necessarily.
Yeah,
right?
and then Eren, the fact that he was so cautious, I think made me kind of a little bit hesitant to root for him in a way.
Because I'm like, wait a minute. You've been so confident. And in some ways, when she came at him with the gun, he was more confident then than he was when she left the castle's interior, went out onto the platform and was like, show me where the enemy is.
Oh, uh-huh.
He was like holding his hand behind him.
Right,
like,
yeah.
Lightning like arcing out from it. Like,
yeah.
I'm ready.
It was very much, well, see, because here's the thing. I'm not wearing the shirt, but, Eren has a healthy fear of snipers, because he's like, hey, I'm in the open, there could be anything around here, right? And
it is funny to think about, like someone in Attack on Titan who probably has like the most like like best chance here would be, you know, Magath
Right. Like
with a
theoretically.
gun,
Like,
just way up in one of those zeppelins, and he just like
I got him.
hits Aaron right in the neck,
So-
you know, right here, and just drops. And we're just like, well, I guess the story's over. Roll credits.
Well, the other thing is that Aaron pointed out the whole thing of, hey, you want to reclaim the founding titan, right? So you wouldn't actually shoot me in the head. But what if they shoot him in the head, and then at that point, like right before he dies, because it takes you a while after getting shot in the head to actually like
Levi.
die. Oh,
Levi,
sure,
though.
yeah,
that's
Levi
actually
would be a problem
actually
too.
no. Levi's the one to root for.
Oh,
That's a great point there.
We didn't even
Levi's
see
now,
Levi last
Well, that's
episode.
the
He
point.
might be
he's
dead.
No, he's not dead. He come on, Jacob. Come
he's
on.
Levi. Do you know how much the fangirls would riot?
No. There's like obvious just misdirects that you threw, and then there's just like bullshit that spews from your mouth when
I'm
you're
just
like,
having fun.
Yeah, of course. But there's zero chance that Levi is dead. It's just he is injured. So it's going to be a while before he comes back into the fray of things. But he'll be like, you know, 3 episodes from now or something like
Yeah.
that. He'll come like hobbling over the walls like, I'm gonna kill you. And Zeke's just like, oh God, no. Why? I could just see it, like just Zeke be like, fuck. But yeah, there's no way Levi is dead. Come on.
Oh, boy.
Not as much as the horses. Yeah. R.I.P. John.
Poor Jean. Yeah.
Losing
And
so
also-
many cousins. You know.
Also, Jean being like, so. All right, so bear with me here. So, Jean,
Not horse with you. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Go ahead.
I will shout myself hoarse. Yeah.
Right.
So Jean is like, okay, why did Aaron beat up Armin? Makes sense. Good question to ask. Oh, he hurt Mikasa. Well, all of a sudden he's like, hold on, what now?
What?
And then when he hears what happens, he's like, I'm sure Aaron had some kind of reason. Jean, like literally, you are just. Why don't you just pour gasoline on that fan fiction ship? Like you, you like Mikasa, but then you're like, no. I'm gonna say that Aaron.
John is a balanced individual now.
He is. That's true.
He has grown up and become a man.
He's attained Zen.
He has attained something, and it is the ability to not be swayed by secondhand, potentially contaminated by emotional biased information.
James Seraph, I'm talking about Levi, got attacked by a point-blank thunder spear, sprained his ankle again. You know, because the breaking his ankle in freaking season 1.
Wait, are you sure, Caleb? Jacob might not remember. It has happened before.
With the Tyburns. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh boy.
Jean is best boy. Jean has been displaying
very
some
good
very, very best boy energy.
He has learned to graduate from the territory of the shrimp. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm actually saying. Yeah.
Have you rewatched the episode, Caleb? Yeah. Why? What's with the devil, Kappa?
I'm rather surprised that you would ask such a question.
Right.
Custodians, thank you for the follow.
Yes. Okay.
Oh, boy.
So let's get into this.
Yeah, let's actually
dive here.
go through the episode analysis and stuff.
All right. So big boom heard. Mm-hmm. Hanji's like, oh no.
Thunderstruck.
I know what that is.
Someone's been thunderstruck.
Right. But it's close by, you know, so that they heard it, you know. Well, to be fair, thunder.
Well, they didn't see the lightning, so they can't tell how many seconds it took for the thunder to.
That's true.
Yeah.
To have struck.
Right.
Mm-hmm. But okay. They are actually headed. Oh, okay. But yeah, they are actually headed to find Zeke. So they probably will.
Don't worry.
Yeah.
Don't worry at all.
We do have some mods in here.
Oh no, I know. It was a very particular thing. It was an unorthodox kind of
someone was trying
situation.
to be sneaky and clever.
I don't want to go into it, but
gotcha.
Don't worry.
All right. So we've got ourselves a squad on the hunt for Zeke.
Mm-hmm.
But Zeke is very much not looking too good. Let's show Zeke in all of his glorious carnage here. And we get like one piece shown first.
No. This is Attack on Titan kill. You
No,
have
I
to
know,
remember.
I know. But
Okay.
but sometimes it just shows up for reasons there. But
Right.
okay, look at what
this.
they did to our boy. Look how he massacred. Wait, our boy massacred himself.
Right. Yeah. Literally after his own backstory.
Yeah, Zeke. Oh my God, you were too violent for even Attack on Titan. Like Jesus.
You've turned her against me. You've done that yourself.
I was surprised with the censoring, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like Attack on Titan has been so violent at times that this was the like I think the first time we've ever had like true censored violence in Attack on Titan.
No. There's been quite a bit. Not as obvious.
No, this
necessarily.
kind. Have we ever had this before, chat?
Well, okay. So there was. Let's see. I'm just gonna go through the ones that I can think of. So there was the one where Levi stabbed Zeke through the face, and they censored that.
Okay, but did that have black markings over it?
No, it
That
was
did
more.
not have.
No, it was more just that they cut away and then never showed it.
Okay.
Right. Yeah. Usually when they have something like that, it's the Hannah and what's her face's boyfriend or whatever, and then she's trying to do CPR, and then
I remember that.
the lower half. Like,
I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was probably the closest thing to this type of moment as well. But
think-
no, guys, this isn't just because he was burned.
No. No.
That is not.
No.
He was flung away.
Those
from
are
the
intestines
explosions.
and bony bits.
Yeah,
and-
those
and
are
some
internal.
some are probably burned a little
Those
bit.
are internal
That's what the
pieces.
dude's name was. Yeah.
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 Or Franz, but
Franz.
Yeah.
It's time for Franz.
When he was exploded by Levi before, it was pretty censored too. Also, a kid surviving from the attack on Liberio had a blanket over him in the anime, but not in the manga. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, that's a clever. That's a clever way
actually,
to censor it.
Liberio
actually.
and like just a lot of the stuff that happened there. Oh no, I think when Udo got trampled and stuff, and then we saw part of his head and stuff. I think they kind of blacked it out.
Okay, gotcha. But this was the one where it's the only thing in frame that we're meant to focus on.
Nice focus.
Nice, slow, just bit here.
Yep.
And
Probably will be uncensored in the Blu-ray. Oh, that would be awesome. If Blu-ray goes uncensored for everything, that would be amazing.
But yeah, he's barely alive. I mean, he's barely alive. But we get ourselves. I gotta say, I love what they do with the rain in
Ooh, yeah.
in this scene, but also in the previous episode with just Zeke just about to pull out the
Watch me, father. Yeah,
exactly
Yep.
But
Also,
him kind of just feeling like what it's like to be near death. It's so quiet.
I also love what they do with flowers in Attack on Titan. So, and this is since like season 1, really, but the flowers would always be shown, and different flowers at different times, right? We're in a different spot here, so it's not the same kind of flowers that we got in season 1 a lot. But the idea of the flowers being something, it feels like the epitome of the theme of life being beautiful but fragile and trampled upon and things like that. So whether it's blood on the flowers or rain on the flowers, like we've seen that kind of imagery being used multiple times, and oftentimes it's with regards to Eren. So then I love that they're using it here for Zeke since they're brothers.
They're brothers, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Then there's this.
there's this. And this is just hurting my brain here a little
Yeah.
bit. Because I don't know how deep to take this, man. I don't know how deep to take this. So, guys, bear with me, but I could probably spend an hour just on this image.
Oh, I know you probably could.
Guys, this is Ymir.
I have no idea why you think that. No, it's
look?
good. Nope,
Should
I'm just
look? Oh, okay.
I'm just moving things around a little bit so I can
Okay.
get a
Guys,
good clear watch.
this is Ymir. I want to go off because why the hell is Zeke
thinking, seeing, imagining this, her, like, okay. So my first thought was immediately, I was like, this is like a weird, like, female Armin. And then I realized, you know who's female Armin in Attack on Titan that's joked about it all the time?
Oh man,
Historia.
I had
You know what Historia
I had to
has?
hold back so hard to keep from just.
You know what Historia has? Royal blood. You know what the royal bloodline is connected to? Okay, let's go all the way. So, I'm not gonna say that 5-letter word that starts with a P and ends in S, but, why? Yeah, exactly. If it is Ymir, how would he know what she looks like? Exactly. What I kind of like about this is if you look really closely, and I looked really closely, they actually gray out the eyes. And it's this really cool effect there.
Oh yeah, it's kind of like that, like when like the it looks kind of like when the anime character has like the flat, like the flat irises and pupils all sort of blended together.
You guys remember when Gon in 116 of Hunter x Hunter has...
5-letter word that starts with P and ends with S.
Hey guys, you know, you can do whatever you want with that. So, guys, focus here. This is serious. Remember when Gon in Hunter x Hunter episode 116, he has that moment where he's like dead eyes and stuff. Yes. They just gray out and stuff like that. They kind of did that effect, but they made it go all the way over the eyes.
Yeah, there's also shadow.
It's not like he necessarily has like a true like vision that's going on here. He's near death. What might be happening here is this is just a moment where, you know, someone who's a Titan user with royal blood who's about to die, you know, starts to have images of you know, past, you know, Titan users or something like that. But having, you know, Ymir, like the girl, you know, like be actually like someone that he, you know, sees in that moment, it feels apropos. And it could just be that. And it could literally just be that.
You're like, but what if it's
not? But it can't be just that, man. It can't be just that. So Zeke and Eren have to use the Founding Titan's power at some point. And if they do any kind of traversing across time back into past, you know, Titan users and stuff like that, you know, lives, experiences, sending memories, I mean, like really, really far back. They could go all the way to the beginning, and we could get my desired Ava shit, you know, get all wacky and mystical here. And I also really love the idea of it being a way to bring Historia back into the fold eventually, you know? Because Historia's just... I was kind of disappointed when it was like, oh, Historia, we're going to use her to be a baby farm. It's like, but you can't make me be a baby farm if I'm already pregnant. It's like, well...
we actually just waited for you to get pregnant and then started the plan from there.
Right. We were going to go with that kind of... And I guess we can't... We won't make you
Caleb.
the Beast Titan.
This would be just like Eren and Zeke's plan. Because if it would have started around when Historia got pregnant, and then they would have had 9 months from there to make it actually come full circle, so that they could do the euthanization right after her baby's born. Then waiting 9 months for part 2 of the final season.
No.
Could this be paths?
No. But that is a good attempt. I thought that was funny. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, it's Kaya, right?
It's Kaya. Yeah, that's what the bucket means, y'all. See? That's what it is.
Well, and that's why Eren was like, "Are you the Sasha's killer?" You know, it's the whole thing of yes, because you're connected to Kaya, because Kaya is very important.
Oh my god, y'all in chat, you're hilarious. So if Zeke and Eren have already, or I mean, I've been going on this train really. It's irrelevant when they use the founding.
Yeah, we want time travel. When do we want it?
It's irrelevant. So, if they've made contact with Ymir, then that might be a little bit maybe of a tease to where, like, not necessarily where the show's going, but where, like, okay, so this is an anime, and we are going to want to have some kind of a bombastic, like, crazy, intense finale, right? We don't want something that's just gonna be like, congratulations, just kind of, standing atop the world and, floating ethereal spirits, projections of, subconscious desires and stuff like that. We gotta have something like, we gotta have something physical and raw. So I...
Keep that thought. Don't let this distract you. Just
Okay.
have to mention this for posterity. People
Yeah.
are talking about no. It is Kaya because she's got the bucket. She's preparing to set up the booby trap for Gavi because it is the devil's doing.
I just want there to be some way that if, they use the Founding Titans' power and they, like, make contact with Ymir. They try to undo the deal with the Devil of all Earth. They go back to that moment where the genesis of Titans and all that happened. I want it to be something that's like a full thing, right? Like, not just like a flash, where it's just like,
Okay.
and then suddenly, everything's better, or we figured out a way to use the Founding Titans' power that's not like euthanization, but like something, something better. I don't know, but but
Right, because with something like Attack on Titan, you don't just end it, right? It doesn't. It's not just like you get to a point where it's just like, all right, and now it's over. That's it. Like, no. It needs to have that bombastic, dramatic finish.
oh my god, you guys are always taking like one word I say and then drawing it out way bigger.
You have no chance with them, Caleb.
Okay.
Absolutely no chance.
I also am kind of hopeless myself because my brain keeps like leaping around and I'm like, but none of that shit makes sense. So I'm like, how does any of the things I'm even like thinking about like have any kind of a semblance of sanity, if you will?
Yeah. So some bits here. Strange Diego. In the manga, you can see his guts and everything referring to Zeke. And then Vikarj, thank you for the follow. Clockbach has a pretty fun question, potentially, since you were talking about Ymir and everything. Who do you think Ymir Fritz really was? Also, thanks for the 100 bits.
Well, apparently she was a real person because, like, that's the only person really this could be. Like really. Like, I do not think it's young Historia. But that was kind of the thing when Frida was showing
Yes.
Historia or Krista at the time.
Right.
Actually, no, she wasn't Krista yet.
She was Historia, and then she took the name Krista.
Krista.
That was
she
one
was
of the
showing
things.
her basically the girl Ymir in the little storybook, and it's just like, oh, wouldn't you like to be like her, And it's like, this is basically just saying those storybooks that you could have taken a little bit theoretically, like they're not really what happened, Though this is kind of just saying, no. Those books are actually more accurate than we'd think, So
Oh man.
Ymir Fritz was a real person. That's basically where I'm at right now. But what I think is going to happen is that Eren and Zeke are going to have interactions with her. Like, through the Founding Titans' power, paths, I said it, and all that shit, we're going, like, back to the beginning, We're going all the way. And that's the part where I think Zeke is going to be like, I want to think a bit, like, just in, the next 100 years? Like, how can we make this all just quickly better? What's a nice, quick, easy solution that, really dark and disturbing? It's just, they no problems,
Right.
no problems. And I think Aaron's going to be like, no, I want something grittier. I want something...
Like, that's not good
I want
enough?
something bigger. I want something better. And then
Okay.
and Zeke's gonna be like, no. And it's like, did you forget like who was in charge? Who was in charge with this, Zeke? And we got that confirmation in a previous episode that Aaron's gonna be the one that will be in control. It makes sense. Zeke is basically just the unlocking mechanism for Aaron, and then Aaron won't be underneath the will of the king to basically renounce war. He'll be able to tatakai. He'll be able to fight for whatever he believes is the right call or freedom or what have you.
Also,
and just her existing means that we now have a potential visual idea of what it could be like when they end up using the Founding Titans' power to do something on that scale that would, affect all Eldians or affect the world or something that would be involving some kind of, exploration of the past via, paths. And then Ymir could be that point there.
Also, just for some of you who are freaking out about the whole thing of like the storybook and Historia and everything, that was actually one of the things that Caleb was looking at before we started the stream. He was like, "Wait a minute, that part where Frida and Krista are reading the book and everything."
Well, I
and what's the situation
thought
there,
about
and the
it.
girl's name is Krista.
I thought about it, and I knew about it being there, but I just wanted the confirmation, basically.
Gotcha.
Yeah, because my how would I say this? My favorite thing about Attack on Titan is that I feel like it set up a story where it could answer all my questions. And there are a couple stories where they kind of give you the impression that they can do that, but then you can tell that they're like, "No, we hoped you forgot about that thing, that plot line or that development in seasons whatever."
Right. And something I want to point out, not all questions in stories need to be answered. There are certain questions where they can be just sort of posed, and as long as
you can just fill in the blanks yourself.
And you can fill in the blanks yourself.
Yeah.
And as long as it's not some like crazy, like the story revolves around it kind of a thing, you don't necessarily need that question answered, right?
Like the main question I want to have answered is basically like, why is Aaron doing this? Like,
Sure.
Like,
yeah.
He has to have a reason.
Definitely needs to get answered.
He needs to have a reason.
Yeah. If the show just ended and it was like, why did Aaron suddenly become like this?
Well,
and
because
it's like, who knows?
Well, I would say the main reason why I say that is because I don't think it's with regards to Zeke's euthanization plan, because it takes away the ability for people to be born into this world. Like,
Hold on just a sec.
It feels so antithetical
talking about manga stuff
to his growth, his development in general. So yeah, I am tinfoil hatting hard here,
Gotcha.
but I am not doubting at all that this is Ymir, and yeah, I really feel like I'm on the right track in there, and it's basically just my
Good idea, Jenny.
My idea is just like, if we're going to have some kind of a Ava style ending, how do you in the world of Attack on Titan that they've set up thus far have some kind of way to show that? Do they?
Because paths is a great way to sort of like mechanically explain why it would be happening.
But how do we see this?
Presenting it and making it be something that can be communicated to the audience. Because like talking about the
a conversation is the best way to do it.
Right.
But it's just, what's in the background? Like,
right. How do you do that in a way that's interesting? Like,
right.
Because you don't want to just do like, all right, now we shall spend 3 episodes giving the lore dump of exactly how all of this works. It's like, no, it's not fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I could go off here a little bit more primarily about the idea that this is something that feels like a Grim Reaper kind of situation where Zeke is about to die,
dying, like,
and basically it's almost like the original, you know, the first one is like, now you will be reclaimed, you know, come back into my bosom. Like, this is all as it should be. It's like, but it's also like I'm looking back behind you like, oh, you know, you're not actually dying. You're close, but no, not yet, you know. So it's exciting. It's exciting because it feels very very Ava as my kind of shorthand.
Hold
for
on
everything.
just a sec.
Okay,
I'm just gonna.
No worries.
Guys,
one-
no mango spoils.
This one isn't necessarily, but just in case.
Okay. All right. So, the grossest thing probably to happen with a pure Titan in Attack on Titan happens here.
Yeah, just about. Like, there's like
This is disgusting.
that's gross as shit.
That is
like,
nasty.
yeah.
Like, what rivals this, guys?
Like,
what rivals this?
well, okay, all right. There's nasty, like, dark and twisted,
But
like
specifically
the
with
dogs,
pure
you know,
Titans.
right? But pure Titans
Pure
and like
Titans.
the penis Titan's existence. Like, I don't know, like.
I love every time you say that. Because like
You know exactly.
I know exactly what Titan you're talking about, but I like cannot erase the image from my mind of just the you know. Like,
Yep.
it's such an iconic Titan.
Well, yeah, but the chair wasn't with pure Titan, so that doesn't quite
oh
count.
my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Titan vomit. Okay, the Titan vomit was really gross.
Oh god.
But it wasn't actually that detailed.
That's
so
terrible.
we weren't able to see it that well.
Zeke wants a euthanization plan, and then he gets unbirthed.
Oh, guys.
Oh man.
Guys, no. Cursed. Ew. Rod Rice's Titans.
Flesh falling off when he climbed the wall.
Okay.
That was pretty gross.
That was really gross.
And it
yeah.
didn't look nearly as gross in the anime as it did in the manga, I feel like.
Of course, Ameju, you would make a prequel meme reference, prequel reference here at this point. But yeah, cursed. One time I could think of is when Eren was inside the Titan's stomach, but that wasn't really gross, more so disturbing. Yeah, I think that was more disturbing.
Sure.
This is just flat out nasty because there's a crashing noise out there.
I will go check. I think it should be fine.
I think it should be fine, but yeah, just in case.
Just in case.
Just in case. It's more manga readers. You've come to spoil us, haven't you?
Yeah, don't look at chat while I'm gone.
No, I'm not gonna look at chat. I'm just gonna be talking about general episode stuff. But yeah, get the OP after Zeke's been bosomed, which is nasty. I mean, that is some nasty shit there. Then, after the OP, let's skip it here. Above and below. I thought it was going to be a much more like spiritual reference for the name, you know, as below, above, and as above, so is below, and all that jazz. But no, it was just a reference of Eren getting attacked from above and below, basically.
Yep.
that was it.
So
what was it?
You know the bathroom sink that isn't hooked up? The drawers just fell apart. They just spontaneously fell apart.
So it just like collapsed.
Yeah, because you know how
gravity.
the drawer doesn't have like the back or anything. It just sort of part of it fell in and then the other one fell out. Like it was weird.
That's some weird.
Sounds like paths to me.
Sounds like ghosts.
Yeah, we're haunted. Our home is haunted.
Chat, do y'all believe in ghosts? Who believes in ghosts?
I bet you do now.
Yes or no? Yes or no?
Mm-hmm. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy.
I love whenever Attack on Titan cuts over to someone eating meat. It's just like, yes, people, we are.
And we're already doing armbands in the new Eldian Empire. Ain't it great?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah. Okay, let's bring up the armbands bit immediately here. Okay. So, We got, what was it, white for the Jaegerists?
White for the Jaegerists, red for the people that are being compelled, coerced, basically, and then black for people who are just, yeah, they don't actually have control of them, so they need to be prisoners, basically.
Right, that makes sense. Yeah, so, okay. Wow. Good for you, Yelena. You learned from your enemies.
Yeah.
Okay. See, what this feels like to me, Jacob, is this feels like Yelena's not really, like, seeing this as some, like, really, like, forward-thinking deal.
No, it almost feels like it's a thing of, no, this is an ends justify the means thing. We need this right now, but this is probably, like, very temporary.
Yeah, very temporary because, like, once our two god beings meet...
Nothing else matters. So until then, we just,
And, have their... Never mind, I'm not going to make that joke. Yes. Once the two brothers, clasp hands and...
What are you doing, Step?
What are you doing, Step Bro? Gee. God, like, Zeke's like, we shall do the thing, Aaron, right?
No.
Right, Aaron? Wait, what are you doing, Step Bro?
No. Oh. I'm sorry,
You started
everyone.
it. You started it. I mean,
Well, you kind of started it first.
I implied it. That is true.
Okay, the point is...
But, it feels to me like Yelena is basically like, we're on the eve of greatness. Like, everything is about to happen. This is all like utterly meaningless in terms of what they will do. They will change the world. And,
Pictures ain't having none of this shit.
Pictures is not having any of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Also, can I say that they kind of keep showing Onyankopon, like, just out of frame. Like, just looking at Yelena with, like, I am, like, really upset with who I chose as my ally.
Right. Like, the kind of thing of, like, okay, I'm not in prison, which is good, but, like, this bitch.
Yelena has become the major from Helsing Abridged.
Yeah,
kind of.
Sure.
I get what your joke is with that, but yeah.
Kinda.
Onyankopon is just, he looks really depressed. He's just like,
well, shit.
He's like, yeah, I think I screwed up, like, somewhere down the line. And Yelena just has this just satisfied look of just like, Kami-sama.
Keikaku. Yeah. Oh, it's true though. Like, that really is spot on.
She's like, God has answered my prayers.
Oh,
it's all
boy.
happening. And, a lot of
hold
this.
on just a sec.
Oh, okay.
Don't look at chat.
God, chat, y'all are going off.
If there's a repeat offenders, you can just
No.
ban them.
No. That's what I'm gonna do. Yep.
Usopp's hammer.
Which makes a lot of sense because they had one earlier where I was like, I think this might. I'm not sure. It doesn't have to be, but then nope. But yeah,
get smote.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so a lot of this stuff here is kind of explaining kind of the situation.
Sure.
But I think the big thing that they kind of
no
drop
worries,
in
Jenny.
here
Good work.
with the exposition is just that a lot of the people here are scared and don't know what to do and don't even really know what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a lot of people that are innocent of this, and some of them are just trying to protect them. So, like, this one guy here saying, I'm sorry, Commander Pixis. My son and I both drank the wine.
Mm-hmm.
So you can tell he's not doing this just for his life. He's like,
right.
I don't want to lose my son.
Yep.
And it's a real shitty situation. But what it feels like to me is that Yelena is just like, well, I mean, this is what we need. But once we actually get, Zeke and Aaron actually to meet and stuff, all these little war games and, all this stuff.
Would you like to play a game?
Yeah, it doesn't really matter.
Well, and that's one of the things that's so terrifying about it, because if you think about it from a human perspective, right? Mm-hmm. If you're a parent and someone threatens your child, right? And it's not like there's anything that you could really do to save your child. It's like your child is in the palm of their hand, right? Mm-hmm. And then they start to make you do stuff.
Yeah.
What do you do?
Yeah.
Because because clearly what they're going to have you do is going to be all kinds of messed up, right? Well, it's the relinquishing of your freedom, right? Because that child of yours was born into this world. Crazy
Right.
conundrum.
Now, this was something that even Pixis, I believe, was like, wait, what? I believe it was,
Yeah, the world might be saved. Pictures is like, bullshit.
well, hold on. Where does she say this?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's like, you refuse to trust us and everything.
Yes, this part here.
Yep.
So they're talking about trust and, the wine being utilized in this way. But she's like, if you had trusted Zeke and us from the start, the world might be saved by now.
And he's all like, yes, maybe we should have trusted you, but given the fact that this is happening, maybe not trusting you is the right call.
Right. So, if everything's working for them, is the reason how they're, failing here just because the world is actually united against Parody and thus, by extension, Aaron, and they have a chance? What is the world?
Yeah, what do you even save the world from?
Yeah. What are you saving the world from?
Well, Titans,
yourself,
basically.
Like
with the euthanization plan, it seems to be Titans.
Right. But that's the part where I X to doubt. Aaron and Zeke already met in Liberio. They could have done everything there, but they didn't. So,
Yeah.
it still feels like the kind of thing.
It was probably a trust thing, and then on both sides, and then
Yeah.
Zeke being like, okay, I'll be patient, give Aaron extra time so that he can hopefully see that this is necessary. But yeah.
But it just feels like the kind of thing of where Yelena, I feel like, has too narrow of a picture here.
Probably.
And-
Because you almost get the feeling that, does Zeke even really tell her everything? He
No
might
way.
tell her the grand vision and things like that.
And she knows the plan.
Right.
The euthanization plan.
But if she sees him as a god, then clearly she doesn't know him very well. Because the only people that you actually really deify and elevate like that are people you don't know.
People
right?
you see on a pedestal far away from
people
you.
you think you know, right? But you don't actually know them on a personal level. Because otherwise you'd stop caring about them in that extreme way.
Yeah, exactly. That's where the phrase "never meet your heroes" comes from.
Exactly. Because then they stop being your heroes. They just start being people.
You can't deify them
right.
anymore.
And that can be a good thing or a bad thing.
Yeah, exactly. So it's kind of a cool little bit here to have big brain Pixis just be like, "Well, wait a minute. Wait. I was under the impression your plan was to reunite Zeke and Aaron, and for a small scale rumbling to keep other nations at bay for the next 50 years." And then she's like, "Oh, well, I might as well just,
I couldn't remember how all the paneling went and stuff, but I wouldn't have been surprised. If Yelena was Flock, she would have done the, face at that point. Oh, man.
Zeke is the god who will save the world, and you've earned his wrath."
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
All right. So Yelena's fully on board with this, but she's also not necessarily fully aware of everything with the way she talks about it. But one of my favorite scenes in this episode comes up here, and I feel safe about them drinking tea.
Right. Yeah.
I think.
The tea also has the spinal fluid. No.
But we have a nice little reminder here. No, sorry, Aaron's Titan would be helpful here, but no, my Titan.
I'm not picking up any spoons with Colossal Titan.
Exactly. That's kind of the thing of where I wanted to mention that of you're telling me Armin did no partial transformation training, even though those were more failed transformations or accidental transformations.
I mean,
from Aaron.
I could see him.
But remember, there was Stop the Cannonball back in season 1.
Oh, sure, yeah, but
that was a very small transformation.
Well, yeah, and, I mean, even the spoon grabbing was that's probably the smallest scale that a Titan transformation can do, right?
No, but that was accidental. There was no bite that happened at that one. Aaron's thing where he went to stop the cannonball was a full-on bite.
Yeah. He was still injured in the situation with the spoon because he had previously like bitten his hand or whatever. But even if there were something like the grabbing of the spoon, but scaled up like 5 times or whatever for the Colossal Titan, probably wouldn't be a good idea in this situation.
I feel like Chad is just like
memeing.
No, just like just saying nonsense.
Well, no. If they were doing training for partial transformations, you would get everyone,
yeah,
half a mile away.
Some dumbass comments in there, like, yeah, you put Armin half a mile away from everyone over the course of 4 years, and you just be like, keep trying, Armin.
Yeah,
it didn't work. Okay, well,
try again.
We'll try again tomorrow.
You can do it. We believe in you.
They just keep feeding him, resting him, sending him back out. He does it again. Feeding him, resting him, doing back out. Guys, come on. Let's like assume the best about these characters and that they're pretty smart. So if anything, this is just a way of saying no.
We tried that. It doesn't work.
Yeah, there's nothing we can do here.
Yep.
But this little exchange with Armin and Jean and Mikasa, and Jean is like big brother protection mode, like, wait a minute, what did he say? Mm-hmm. What did he do?
Big brother protection mode.
I know, but the thing is that he kind of does like
definitely protection.
He doesn't look at it with the
I was splitting hairs, but yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. If anything, Connie's the one that has this
dismissive,
where he's completely dismissive of it because, well, he laughed when Sasha died.
Right, like that.
That's pretty hard to forget.
You do not forget something like that.
Yeah. All right. And yet, Jean kind of brings up the idea of wait, I think if he was sane, he wouldn't do it without a good reason. And that's the really, really great just kind of line here, is that Eren could very well have been broken in some ways when Sasha died there and he laughed, except everything that he's done thus far shows that he's not insane. He's actually probably very sane. If anything, the scary thing about Eren is that he doesn't feel as much like he's all attached as much to the things that he was attached to a year or two ago.
If he is insane in some way, it's not in the Joker kind of frothing at the mouth insanity kind of a thing. It's in the American Psycho kind of like Hannibal Lecter kind of way probably.
Yeah. But I feel like this is also the other thing that that in the whole us versus them thing that Attack on Titan has been doing a really good job of.
That's just unnecessary.
That just because Eren is doing things that looks like he might be being manipulated by Zeke, or he's doing things that could be seen as evil, or he's doing things that are antagonistic towards you when you guys were best friends. We're dealing with Titan fantasy. Like, this is a crazy world you're in. Mm-hmm. You have like the past memories of people you've eaten. Like just
that alone is
enough
nutty.
To make you question really why people say certain things when they're people that can transform into Titans.
Oh yeah.
So the fact that Jean is able to be this balanced here is impressive. It's incredible. And this is the thing that in some ways it's important that we kind of look at things this way as well, is that most people who you disagree with are actually sane. Right. Or most people who do really, really crazy stuff are actually sane. That's the scary part about looking at your enemies and realizing that they're human beings, that they rationalized their decision and came to the understanding that they thought it was the right call. Mm-hmm. It's actually like even scarier to admit that than it is to be like, there are insane people out in the world that do really screwed up stuff.
Right. There are insane people out there, but they're not as common as you would think. And none of them would actually think that they're insane. And most of the time when people actually say that sounds insane or something, it's actually just a really it's basically them saying, I give up trying to understand you. Right? That's all it is. And usually that's just because of a difference in priorities.
Yeah. Oh, but this leads to a moment where we get a nice little confrontation with Yelena. Yelena kind of gives them the whole, oh, it pains me to reunite in a place like this. And this seemed actually kind of interesting there. We had Connie being like, hey, you're on their side too? Well, let us out. Talking to Onyankopon. And he's like, well, that's a lot to ask considering you guys put me on house arrest.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that was said for Yelena.
Doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't it?
I don't buy it. I actually think that he's been looking at Yelena with the I'm
scared of that bitch.
I'm scared of her. Like, she scares me. Like, I don't know what's going on entirely, and she's not even telling me everything. Or she's telling me that, like, all these people are going to get euthanized by some god powers that are being used, and
Yeah.
Also, a fun little thing that I kind of thought about after the reaction, but I didn't think to bring it up. One of the things that has been framed for Onyankopon's character that is unique entirely to him in Attack on Titan has never been brought up other than through Yelena is the idea of God. And Onyankopon has some kind of belief in a god.
Right.
Which is a very, very, very strange thing for the world of Attack on Titan. There's very few religions that are based around the idea of God. Right. But the wall church was based around the walls.
And then there were the people that
They
worshipped.
would rarely pray to God. They would pray to the walls.
Right. But then the other closest thing would have been the group of people that got Ymir and made her Ymir. And,
that's
and
true.
And that was like a, we
that actually feels more like what Yelena is in a weird way.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Especially if Ymir was just like the first Titan, then it's almost exactly the same kind of thing.
But the idea that Yelena might be claiming that this human being is a god, I could also see Onyankopon having this thing of, no, that's not. I refuse to accept that. A little bit of his like religious, I don't know, determination or something like that, just being like, I refuse to accept that. So, potential ally in Onyankopon, maybe?
Oh yeah, I guess they did. They did name the walls and worship them. Yeah. Yeah, goddess for each
I
wall.
love how crazy kid can only speak in all caps. It makes your message seem so much more helpful. Then we have a Keikaku Dori moment. Getting everything prepped here, and then Nicolo, I gotta say, this is something that this is something I found really interesting. His voice acting here was actually just really, really good.
Which is almost just par for the course for him, because he's been fantastic. Like
really
considering how little screen time we actually get with Nicolo, right?
Yeah.
And how much we care about him already, and the fact that he can do this, standing up for all these characters that we've known for so long, and it can have that kind of impact.
Yeah.
Damn.
It's just, I freaking loved every line he gave in this scene, and they felt just so strong. And given that his compatriot in the kitchen, the
Reese,
restaurant,
I think, was his name.
Yeah,
I forget because he died immediately.
I forget because he died. Because the second I was like, I think this guy should die.
Yeah, then
Yelena pulls out a gun. Okay. Is like, all right, your wish is my command. I hear you, Caleb.
No.
Kills him.
You're punching in your mind, and then all of a sudden, this guy should die.
Shitty!
And then Yelena's just...
Yeah. Oh my god. Now, the bit where he basically just lays into him, and this was probably like the one of the few moments I wanted to enact violence on a fictional character in Attack on Titan, because most always the characters in Attack on Titan, I just feel sorry for, like,
Sure,
half
just sort of
them.
all around. Yeah.
Yeah, like everyone's so broken in Attack on Titan.
Yep.
But this guy, he just kept going. And no,
you wanted Niccolo to actually reach far enough to grab him.
Yeah.
Smash his face against the bars.
I would, yeah. Yep. Yeah. I have communicated what I wanted to
The
communicate.
amount of reactors that said the same.
Oh, I believe it.
Yeah.
I believe it.
I do, yeah.
And yeah, Niccolo's, I'm going to kill you line is just so good. But, oh my God,
Yeah, he keeps going.
Here. He keeps going. And this was probably the part where I was like, yeah, I've really had it. I will get thrown in jail with them as well. Like, I'm like, let me at him.
Right.
But these are the kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. getting to
Sasha's
see
family.
this. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yep. Right, because since Sasha's family hasn't exactly had a lot of screen time either, in this whole thing, and we're most focused in general on, like, Mikasa and Armin and Jean and them, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, oh yeah, he's insulting Sasha in front of them.
Right.
But then it's like, no. This is a family.
Yeah.
With kids. They don't need to hear that shit.
Yeah.
They don't need to hear that shit.
This is their big sister, basically, that they're talking about here.
Now everyone's like, all right, we good with you, Lena. Oh, man.
Yeah. But the fact that Yelena shot Grease, or whatever his greasy ass here, because he was saying things that she didn't like. Look at Onyankopon.
He's like, whoa.
He's like, I don't have a racist bone in my body, but I am extra scared now.
Because I did not see that coming.
I did not think she would do that.
And I was standing on the other side of her.
Yeah.
So
What little thing do
Right.
I have to do?
Yeah, for some completely other reason, she
I
could do
thought
the same
she
to
was
me.
a evil racist,
Right,
anti, like,
I thought I had a handle on her, so I would at least be able to know what things I could do to make her not kill me.
Yeah. And he's got that big sweat drip there. Like, he is not
Someone said they got
not feeling safe.
the Yelena Monke face when of when she sees Zeke, in his Titan form, but when she shot him here.
Oh my God.
Just like, yes.
Wow. Oh my God. But, okay. Nothing is hollow as getting revenge on Marley, and then she tells them about the euthanization plan. Now, I kind of want to go back to that bit with where we have Armin there for a little bit and finish it before we move on to Eren. I kind of want to do this out of order a little bit.
Okay.
Just, yeah.
Blah, 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 euthanization, blah, blah, final
Gradually,
solution,
peacefully.
blah, blah, blah.
Jean,
The fuck?
How is that peaceful?
Are you slow in the head? Excuse me, have you not thought this through?
Yeah. This very simple question. How do we protect ourselves? Do you think they'll leave us alone?
If that was the case, we wouldn't have had this problem in the first place.
Like, there are plenty of examples in history where something, stuff like this has happened, where
Well handled.
there's
Well handled, Jenny.
there's some kind of corralling of people into an area, and you basically make it so hard for them to live and, tricky with regards to the actual space that they can utilize to live, that, it is effectively euthanization. So, like, the fact that this is like, oh, this is going to bring about peace, it's like, well, you know, you and your descendants will probably be okay for a little bit, but, you know, your grandchildren, great-grandchildren, and all them, that, yeah, they won't, they won't necessarily have much else there.
So I just want to point something out for chat.
God.
Spoilers are not the only thing that will get deleted. If you want to be a little bit crass, it's fine. We're all here having fun and everything, but there are limits. There are limits.
Yeah. All right. And she brings up something rather interesting. The rumbling can serve as a deterrent as long as the founding titan... Hold on, let me... It's there so we don't end up getting into any kind of a copyright block from this. And the royal bloodline are preserved. And fortunately, Queen Historia was blessed with an heir. And this was basically the confirmation, I would say, that Historia getting pregnant is not some, like, coincidence because some guy came by.
Yeah.
This is something
At the
that
absolute least, it was
it was a
an
part of Zeke's plan.
An opportunistic movement, yeah.
Yeah, it was something within the confines of Zeke's plan.
At the very least, it doesn't have to be
Exactly like that, but it was something that he probably wanted to have as the backup so that the founding titan would actually be able to be used as, you know, with the rumbling, basically, just in case some more violence or war would come about after the euthanization plan takes effect.
Yeah.
But yeah, she says, as long as subjects of Ymir inherit the founder until her child passes away. And until the child passes away. And now she's talking about how, well, sure things, certainties, well, no nation can claim to have them. It's like, well, I thought you were dealing with God and everything here. It's like, we're not dealing with nations here. You've got, like...
Yep.
Yeah. But I do like that they're looking at it from the standpoint of, well, we don't care about nations and all that. We're just wanting to end the threat of the Titans. This could do that. It very well could do that. I cannot stand the idea of it actually being the way that they solve that problem, though. Because that doesn't solve anything with regards to... it doesn't solve anything with regards to the world of Attack on Titan and the people in it. It basically just kills off an entire problem group of people. Sorry, what's up?
Hold on, Phoenix. Saying the word manga is not a problem, as long as they don't talk about anything with regards to stuff in the manga.
Okay. And then this is the part where Yelena starts to cry and basically says that there is a moment in history that's being written here.
Yep, and like if this all goes down the way she's talking about, then
but
it would. What they would say about it, who knows?
How would it be looked back on? Can you imagine, guys? Can you imagine? Just take any group of people in history and just insert this into our world, and we're just like, yeah, how would we look back on that? That would be, oh my God, that would be so, that would be so disturbing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. How are things going in chat?
Y'all are not. A lot of them are not playing nice. I mean, it's the last episode, so I do get that. But play nice.
Yeah.
A lot of the mods in here are new, so don't make it any more difficult for them.
Yeah. Even after their deaths, they'll be seen as saviors who shone over humanity.
Oh,
and
the thing is that she's probably right for a lot of people. They would be like, yes, the Titans are finally gone. We're saved. What wonderful brothers.
Armin starts crying. And Yelena's face of just like, what?
You had my curiosity, but now you have my attention.
Like here's something I feel like it's a kind of assumed thing, and this is the problem of doing time skips, is you have to assume a couple things with characters based on what they show you, because they can't just tell you everything that happened in the time skip, like literally everything. Because characters interact, you know? Mm-hmm. And there's obviously times, probably, where Yelena and Armin at the very least spoke to each other at some point,
Sure.
you know? It's, 4 years or whatever. But the idea that she looks at Armin and be like, I know that kid. That reaction does not make sense. What are you doing? Like, what?
But
Why?
But have you drank the Kool-Aid? Because it's
Right.
good Kool-Aid. Like,
Right.
You know?
It completely, like, sent me when she looked like this, because I'm like, yeah, exactly. What is going on? Like, Armin? What? Why?
Yeah, Iggy. I totally understand that. It's like, wait, are you actually serious or are you being sarcastic?
Right,
Like,
right. And then she's like, well, is something wrong? And he says, no, but to think your cause was so noble. And I gotta admit, this line confuses the hell out of me, because there's so many, like, so many problems I have with it. Is he being sarcastic? Is he being 100% serious? And yet he's using a no but in the beginning, which is a contradiction.
Well, right, but she was saying is something wrong, so it's basically trying.
It's like, no, but there is this thing.
Oh,
See,
yeah.
It's such
Yeah,
a weirdly phrased statement there.
Huh.
It's also double ellipses here, so there's probably stuff that could have been put in after the no.
Okay, that might be reading into it.
No,
bit much,
obviously,
yeah.
but I'm just saying, like, no, but to think your cause was so noble, and then Armin is crying. Like this seems so, like, so over the top. Like, Armin, like, we mentioned the things where this reminds us of, like, in season 2 finale.
Yeah. Of, Bertolt and Annie's being tortured and things like that, and Yep.
Yeah. So I definitely think he's trying to, gain some kind of an ally in Yelena here.
Mm-hmm.
But it touched my heart, showing the tears here. Like, he's been dealing with maybe losing his brother, basically, Aaron. And that's worthy of a cry. But
I mean, hey, a good actor finds some way to channel emotion from. Sure, yeah, and if he's trying to take advantage of her fanaticism, it's like that's potentially a good strategy.
It could be.
Because
I
if
just love how the bros here respond. Look at their faces.
Yeah,
They're just like,
Connie's like, Jean's just like, really?
really? Like, that was some shitty acting. And that's what I hope happens in episode 17.
You've tried some shit, Armin, but and you are definitely the non-combat person of the group. You have good modifiers for that kind of stuff. But no, like there is no way you can roll high enough. Like, or that was a botched roll.
Even Nicolo in the back is just like,
I don't.
Isn't this guy like the Crimson King or something?
Oh boy.
Yeah, I think that he is throwing out some alligator tears. He is trying to build maybe some rapport. He's thinking about how they can maybe get out of here. But it threw me. It really threw me, because I didn't think that they would, like, that would work really with Yelena, because she's like, oh, I'm glad you understand. So I'm like, yeah, she's probably a little cray. So then they catch up to the fact that there's
come quick, invaders.
So let's go back in the episode now.
Yeah,
and
plus 10 deception can't do much when you roll a 2. Yeah.
Yeah, let's show Gabby getting to just have this casual, like, oh, suddenly Aaron walks in the room. Mm-hmm. I love how many times he's done this now, where he's just like,
sup?
Strolling through right into the room. I'm a god type.
And
hey yo,
and
you want
strolling
to
into
save
a room.
Falco?
right. Going into a room, and it seems like he very much has an intent, but you don't get what it is. Like,
also, I'm sure for everyone who just will not
forgive Gabby,
will not budge on hating Gabby for killing Sasha.
Hey, Brat who killed Sasha.
Hey, Brat who killed Sasha. It's
and
like,
I will say
they're like, you are my king, Aaron.
The overlap in the fandom between people that hate Gabby for killing Sasha and Jaegerists is pretty
dang high.
So, yeah.
But this was just this was just a great thing as well, because you see the guard there. He's just like,
Oh.
yeah, that's her. I don't even know who this Sasha is, but yeah, that's her.
A wild Aaron is not even a rare encounter anymore. Yeah, you just expect it. Like,
Yeah. And what was he gonna do here? What was he gonna do here?
Yeah.
If you want to save Falco, help me. What? 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 Like, like, I like that this is so derailed so quickly because Peak shows up, right?
and also the idea that he would actually think that even with coercion, like, I mean, okay, yes, she wants to save Falco, but he literally is the one who attacked Liberio. Like, she was the one that he's the one that Gavi had to scream out Reiner's name for, to say, please save our friends. They're about to get eaten by this madman. And it's like, so, I need you to help me, because, you know, your friend is you know, horrible things are going to happen to him if you don't. But
oh, help you how? Oh, I'm a dumbass.
oh, right.
I'm a dumbass.
Yes.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Yeah. So he's calling for help on the radio to flush out the intruders in the walls.
And then Pete comes in. She didn't even need to call out. All of a sudden, hey, here you go.
All right, I'm gonna do this a lot faster here so that I'm not actually just like pausing on dumb comments like that. But I have to get this knife stab here because this was so good.
Yeah, that was pretty
This
awesome.
was pretty cool.
Just comes in, no big deal. Yep.
Just done.
Right in the throat.
I am really surprised that she didn't just shoot Aaron.
Well, because, you know, get the Founding Titan and all that
No,
stuff. But yeah.
got you, man. I got you. But like,
Yeah, like, because
Peak is too good.
Peak
This
is
was
too good.
such a
I
stealth
agree.
kill.
I agree on that for sure.
Like
yes.
that was perfect. Oh, but yeah. Also, Aaron does seem a little bit, you know, a little bit afraid, but almost immediately resumes his confidence.
Oh, you know,
There.
with that chin slightly up to chat energy and everything.
Mm-hmm. Like, hey,
Oh,
yeah.
Yep.
All right. So we get a little bit of info regarding what's going on with
Shiganshina.
Shiganshina, but this is something I could have noticed in this bit here, would just be like, well, yeah, obviously, you know, Galliard was here as the Jaw Titan, but it's something that is a little bit spoilery by not saying that the Armored Titan is, you know, here to infiltrate Shiganshina. See at the bottom here, it says, the primary goal of the new strategy is for the Cart Titan and Jaw Titan to infiltrate Shiganshina, the southernmost district.
Oh, telling us that Reiner's not here.
Telling us that Reiner's not here.
Yeah, I think they're just assuming that it's like, well, you've picked up on Porco and both Porco and Peak being here already, right? Like, you've seen Porco in those really obscure shots. Like, I think someone mentioned that there might have been another one even before.
Oh, really?
Before this. And
Oh.
I can't remember what it was.
Please
but
post them in Discord. Are there any shots of Peak or Porco that like give away that they've been here? Like there's the obvious one at the end of that one episode where Peak's reading the newspaper, right? But I'm talking about like hidden stuff. Yeah. Okay. So okay. Aaron here. Holy crap. This is our main character, y'all. He is unstoppable.
he's got his hands in his pockets.
He has his hands in his pockets, and I don't sense the slightest bit of fear here. She is pointing a gun at his head, could probably kill him, and he wouldn't be able to transform. But
He's got some stones on him.
I really like this Aaron, just as a character. He is really, really intimidating.
Oh yeah.
And also the growth spurt over the course of those 4 years really did a lot with having him just be,
he's tall.
6'1" or 5'11" or something like that.
And it's a big difference between
It is a
two.
huge difference.
Yeah.
That is true. That's true.
Mm-hmm. He just presses his forehead against the barrel.
Yeah. But he goes in hard. He says, you're not the only one who would pay for defying the military. Like, he brings up her family here.
Yep. And that's probably all information that Zeke passed along to him. Of like, yeah, so, by the way, warrior candidates, Marleyan military, things like this. Because they just talk about that stuff while they're playing catch.
Yeah. Now this is interesting because looking back on this, I can kind of see how it seems a bit pointless for her to immediately give up, like this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like why did you even ambush him then?
Yeah. So I think it makes a little more sense now. But how many people of y'all in chat, and be honest, just like immediately thought, okay, Peak is up to something else, or thought she actually gave up here? Because I must have been just emotionally just blinded because I legitimately bought this.
I bought it in the manga too.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I was like, well, shit, okay, I guess that
and I mean,
makes sense.
Hey, a lot of us, let's be real, we really like Peak, so
Indeed.
I mean, that's extra reason to kind of believe her, right?
Well, it's also the whole thing of it's back to Pictius's line of the best lies have some truth in it, right? Mm-hmm. The things that she said to Aaron as far as the reasons why she was joining him, she wasn't lying. The thing that she was lying about was that she would join him, right? But all the reasons behind it, yeah, that was honest.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Do you have something more than the Founding Titan? Well, the attack and Warhammer, but
yeah, exactly. I love the bit though where we have again just a moment where Gabby's panicking with the rifle in hand, doesn't know what to do. Peak's talking about how she wants to free her father, and I'm like, I buy all of this. This was set up. Like this is really good. And she wants Marley to be defeated, and that's something that apparently could still be true.
Right. Like literally
based on what happens when the reinforcements arrived, and she's like, yeah, I totally trust my comrades more than I do Marley as a country.
Based on all practicality, Peak shouldn't have been lying here.
Yeah.
Right? But when it comes right down to it, she goes back to that thing that we got in season 1 with the 11-minute flashback in the middle of a chase sequence in the woods.
Yeah.
I'm going to believe in my friends. And you know what? This time it's actually maybe going to work out. Who knows?
Yeah. Oh. Love this moment. Prove as man time that you're a good Eldian. I think that was a mistype in some ways.
Yeah, probably an autocorrect or something.
Yeah, something like that. But,
yeah.
Ugh. And then the confrontation then with Gabby.
Because this is just even more of just everything crumbling around her. She's like, hold on. Zeke first, but now you too? Like...
Yeah, and then she even points the gun at Peak.
Yep, you're a traitor.
And the way
Peak
then
just
she
walks up to her and just pulls the rifle aside.
This was really good because I want then more characters like who have a much more balanced perspective on this whole thing, but who have been through the stuff that she's been through to be there for her. So Falco is a bit too young in some ways for her to really take what he says seriously. But Peak is in a lot of ways the ideal of what she wants to become.
Yeah.
She's already a fantastic, warrior.
Yep.
She's been, a Titan
she
for
really
a
does
while.
carry a lot of the other warriors.
She actually carries
literally
the other warriors.
and figuratively.
Yeah, multiple times. And she probably knows what Peak did to save Zeke and Reiner back in the Shiganshina battle. But she's coming up to her with just wait, are we Marleyans or are we Eldians?
What do you think? Simple question.
Simple question.
And I love that this is something where even though she's lying to Aaron here, what she's saying to Gabby is not. And she's like, come on, Gabby.
Yeah,
like,
think for yourself.
Think for yourself.
Think for yourself.
What are you going to do here?
Answer
right?
this question. It's a
I'm
very...
thinking because I am also thinking for myself. The fact that I'm doing this, and when you find out that I was lying to Aaron, that's not because of my loyalty to Marley, right? Because of my friends. I believe in them. Even McGath, and even though he was a bit of a dick to us a lot of the time, right? I trust him.
And she answers with being honorary Marleyans, and she's like, nope, wrong. We are subjects of Ymir. That's the one truth we can't escape.
Yep, that will never go away.
Yeah. And this is interesting that she's framing it this way, because this kind of, feels loosely connected to the whole thing of this is why the euthanization plan was even brought up.
Right.
In general. So,
yep.
Yeah. Like we saw at Slava, Titan power is on its way out.
And which is coming back to the thing that they talked about at like the very beginning of the season, episode 2, I think.
Yeah. And this is one of those moments as well where you can very much tell that the scenes where they kind of give the creepy eyes from the people, where they're just like, I am like
this
trying to emphasize a point here. Look at how intense my eyes are.
Right.
And Gabby gets a little scared here.
Avertree, well said. I love this moment because Peak, in the middle of pulling one over on Aaron, Aaron, still takes the time to realize that Gabby needs to learn a valuable lesson and teach it to her.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Even if we prove that we're good Eldians, there's zero chance that we're freed. Zero. Yeah. We have to secure our right to live with our own hands. And that was the moment where I fell in love with Peak.
Really? It took that long? Yeah.
I honestly kind of liked her.
But now you're like, okay.
That was the moment where I'm like, all right, yep.
Yep, fantastic.
Yep, she really is best girl.
Yep. Now,
Peak Attack on Titan.
The thing is that this also could be, something that Aaron likes to hear. Tatakai.
Sure. Well, that's the thing. Born
into this world and
right, and that's
fight
why
for that.
That's why, because all the precepts and or precepts, that's not the right word, but all the foundational bits for why Aaron has done the things that he's done in the past have been really good for the most part, right? There might be some exception cases, but for the most part, really, really good, right? That's why he's such a good main character. But now he's in this other situation where the ideals that he's espoused this entire time, or until the 4th season, basically, right? That's what's making us think, no, there's got to be something that's not right here.
Yeah.
Because the conclusions that he's at right here can't, how do you reconcile them, right?
Right.
How do you reconcile them? So, yeah.
Hold on, little thing here.
Oh yeah.
Yes. No.
Yes.
He is still?
Yes.
Oh, whoops. That was all on the display capture. That was really funny.
Oh, really?
That was funny. You guys got to see our Oregairu notes, or some of them.
Oh wow.
That's
well,
funny.
Oh yeah. Boy. Oh boy.
That was funny.
That will definitely get used, I'm sure. But anywho, moving on.
Yeah. All right. He's gonna show them where the comrades are. And Aaron is being mighty sus of her. And I like that. He's being extremely cautious. It's that kind of, I would say, very, passive response when you see someone, kind of getting brought in to your fold a little bit when you're about to set up your final plan. And you're like, I don't need to change too much. Everything's working out here. So this would be helpful, yes, Peak, but I'm not going to give you anything else. Just do what you said you were going to do. I'm not going to answer any of these extra questions here. But I liked how she brought up the idea that all along I felt like Zeke was living a lie. Like he was constantly telling lies.
Yep.
But 4 years ago,
I love that they
only
bring
with
this
you
up. Yep.
did his words seem true. It's such a thing to forget, like
She's observant.
that she's observing this.
Uh-huh.
So
Yeah.
she's listening. She's remembering. She's meeting Aaron Yeager.
Yep.
This guy that they know about, that they've got all these like little bits of info with, and like, not only that, like understanding the emotional side of things here. Like that's
Oh God.
it's this.
Yeah. This kind of quick thinking and stuff
Right.
is why when, Yelena showed up the first time and she went up and Peek went up to the Panzer unit and was like, hold on, I think, something's up, follow us at a distance, right? It's like, yeah, Peek does not get enough credit. And that's why we, the audience, try and compensate.
I thought he would tell you about his secret ass wiping technique, or maybe, I don't know, something that can draw out the Founding Titan's power or something. I don't know. And just have this look of like
this look of almost like, I think you might know too much.
yeah, I think I'm gonna have to kill you or eat you.
Because we all think about the whole thing of, Zeke, royal blood and all that stuff. No. But that's technically something that no one in Marley should know.
Right.
Like, because Zeke only talked about it to the people in Parody, and then when he was on, like, the Zeppelin and everything. So, like, they shouldn't know about that. But Peek's like, I get the feeling that's what's going on here.
Yeah, exactly. But in some ways, I feel like this is a cool setup to where she doesn't trust Marley, but she does trust her comrades. So some of this info that she might have gleaned over that time, she didn't necessarily pass that along to her superiors, to Magath and stuff. And then we get just a fantastic just setup here.
Yeah.
Where's Zeke? You just ignore. Nah, not doing that.
Where's the enemy? It's like,
This-
well, it's Yelena. Kill her.
This bit, I love this so much. And the fact that Aaron's plan, which I love it, attach Gabby and handcuff her to Peek. Peek will not transform, right? It's another thing of where when Titans transform, it's dangerous to transform when there's people really close by.
Yep.
Same with what they did with Armin, now here with Peek.
Exactly.
But Gabby being this just
She would get
focal point for so much of the character kind of philosophical conflict of Attack on Titan. Having her basically be plot connected to the conflict that comes here.
Right.
But she's going to be protected. Like, there is no way that Peek is going to let her die.
Oh yeah, definitely
Peek
not.
will
No, Peek's like I'm going for a Peek victory here. Like in every sense of the word,
I'm gonna roll the dice entirely on Galliard, like pulling off the best bite he's ever bit.
Yep. Also, can we actually go back to the part where they're in the area and then she sends the message to Porco basically?
Oh yes, we did miss that. I am sorry. Let me bring that up here.
I got totally distracted though in that portion of the episode just by all the other troops blushing. Yeah, he's right there, front and center. Oh man, she's not Bitty things Marley soldier.
Yeah, they're talking about
Hi there, and she does her whole like,
oh my
adorable
god,
smile,
she's so cute.
Like, yeah, like you wonder where Gabby got the whole thing of I'm so cute, the higher ups will just love me,
Right. Yeah, I missed Porco yet again.
This is it basically.
Yeah, and I cannot believe I missed him.
Yep.
He is
I know.
right there.
I was literally looking at the guy down and to the left from him, just he's totally blushing.
My brain literally only saw the blush marks on the soldiers.
I know. It's like, oh, there's someone over there, but he's not blushing. So
Yeah.
why would I pay attention to him?
Who pays attention to him? Yeah. What?
Oh man. Well, yeah, and
Yes.
she's showing that she's
She
handcuffed to
can't
Gabby.
transform.
Right.
Exactly.
Mhm, so it's
right.
okay, you know.
Yeah. That's very, very good.
Like
yes.
I love how this is basically something where they've got a good plan, but no plan survives contact with the enemy.
So it's already gone a little bit awry.
It's all gone totally awry, and now it's improvisational, right? So it's
Roll
you've
with
got to
this.
do this entirely, Porco, because
It's all on you.
it's all on you.
Because
Like
Reiner be way over there somewhere.
Reiner would not be able to sneak in here, you know. so you know, like
You know what's actually really funny? I always assumed that them sneaking in would be them hiding in back alleys.
right, and
But
not like
this-
just
but
killing
this-
soldiers and taking their uniforms or
Yeah,
something.
yeah, exactly. But this is literally the thing that Reiner could never do.
Never.
Reiner
Never.
could never do this. Like, not just physically because people are going to recognize him,
But also just the associated
but just the
psychological
associated
trauma of,
psychological trauma
All right.
of being a soldier.
Yeah. Okay, so Reiner, you know that thing you did where you split your personality and everything and all that stuff? We need you to be a soldier again. Go under uniform. I promise it won't be for that long. Just, you know, a few hours, right? Yeah, it's fine. And then just betray them again, and then, you know.
Like, you could totally see how that conversation happened. Galliard is like, don't send this idiot in here. I'll do it all myself.
Right.
And then Peake's like, what do you mean yourself? He's like, oh, of course, you're going to lead them, you know, with your charm. It's going to work that way, totally. But, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hey, aren't you the guy? Hey!
yeah, exactly. It really is a parallel to Eren transforming the basement with Reiner. That's very true. Very true.
That's a good point. Yeah, the girl in the uniform with the chisel jaw and everything that's like giving the death stare to like the guy next to her of like, don't you dare blush at that prisoner up there. Like, you know,
It could just be that they didn't notice, you know.
possibly, but I like that interpretation
Oh
better.
my god. You know what's even more damning about this? The fact that I didn't see is literally the only soldier that's animated that moves at all is Galliard.
Really?
Look at this. Look at this here. Oh, sorry.
No, so
Sorry,
there's
this
no,
one.
Yeah, no, so I think she did notice and she's like, no.
Yeah.
But yeah, Porco is moving and it's like, yeah.
Wait, did Porco have to grab an armband though? Because I can't see if he has one.
Probably.
Possibly. But yeah, we don't see.
Yeah, Reiner's like, oh, hey, Connie, how's your mom? Yeah, no. Oh, boy.
Okay. And God, this is one of the best.
Enemies
like,
right there. And the way she smiles at Gabby beforehand, like, hopefully it's going to be okay. You know? Yeah.
this is such a good moment.
Like, Jotaro pointing, basically.
Yeah,
like,
she's like, yeah, you.
And then Eren's like, oh, you're approaching me. No. He is.
This moment.
Porco is like, oh God, please don't bring attention to me. Yeah, imagine if she had just been like, oh yeah, they're way over there. You can't see them from here. And then Porco just gets Eren just like that.
I mean, Gabby could have accidentally done something too. Like, she knows Galliard. Like
that's true.
it wouldn't have been hard for her to be like, wait a minute.
Yeah. Imagine if Gabby's just like,
Galliard, you're a traitor too.
I knew you wouldn't do such a thing, Peak.
Peake's like, now I'm killing her.
God.
Oh.
Yeah.
But yes, this will go down as one of the most memorable scenes in Attack on Titan. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because this is something that for Eren as a character that's been building up for a while, is that Eren is the enemy in a lot of ways now. Like he is making himself into the enemy very, like, even though Marley again is the enemy of parody, Eren very well could be the bad guy, like here. Like that's how bad this could be. And Marley is about to potentially stop him. I mean, let's be real.
Yeah.
Once Eren got the Warhammer Titan, there's almost nothing that can stop him. Like, there really isn't anything. It would have to be Armin teaming up with all three of these Titans.
The best
probably.
advantage that they have here is that Aaron is, for the most part,
Alone.
because there's no one else that can really handle Titans here.
Yep, exactly.
That's it. Because before he could do his whole thing of, now Mikasa, right, and suddenly everything's okay. But it's like he's got some people with rifles, but that's not going to do shit.
I love this. So good. Yep. So good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I like that he also doesn't like immediately transform or anything. This is just this moment where they're just having a stare down. And he's like, "Is this it? Is this your play? Are you done? Can you now show me where they actually are?" But
And Peak just
grabs Gabby and leaps over the castle
which I
walls.
love, because even then, that's something that probably helped throw Aaron off, that something was about to happen right there.
Oh wait, no, she didn't leap off the castle walls. Okay, she leapt off to the side and against the edge of the ramparts.
Gotcha.
Basically. But then,
Aaron's like, uh-oh.
Aaron, you got a small mini rumbling right beneath your feet here. Big chomper coming in here.
Uh-huh.
I just want the big jaw mouth, like, I guess this works too.
Now, see what...
This is like a shark bursting up above the water and like biting on its prey.
Now, if only Porco had somehow been able to simultaneously break through with an open mouth, but then also have his hands coming around to just quickly... Nope, you're not getting away.
I think the problem was he can't swallow Aaron. That's the part that he
No,
can't do.
swallowing would be fine.
No, it wouldn't.
No,
Aaron
yeah.
would transform inside him.
No, because if he gets the spinal fluid, then he gets
I know.
the Titan powers. And then he'd have 4 Titans, and then...
Swallowing him doesn't instantly make spinal fluid leak out his ass or something.
Right. He would have to actually chew Aaron at least
That's
once.
the point. Yeah, so he can't be mouth open all the way. He has to bite on Aaron.
Right. But like, yeah, you need to use the hands, Porco. Like, you need to use the hands to make sure that, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but Porco missed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Porco would have had half the Titans at that point. Yeah, brown down, but yeah.
That's true.
He would have come back to Marley and be like, okay, Marley,
this is the way things are going to go.
My term's going to be up in like 3 years, so don't try and like eat me. And actually, that's a good point.
No, Porco's got plenty of time.
Oh, no, yeah, he's got 9 years.
Got plenty of time.
He's got 9 freaking years.
Porco ate Ymir.
Right.
So,
yeah. So 9 years. But that's actually a good point. If someone like a warrior were to come back and they had multiple Titans, how would Marley actually handle that? Because then they would basically, there's no way to like split the Titans up in a devouring, right? Like you can't just like be like, all right, eat this Titan and then not that Titan or whatever, right? So they'd probably either have to have them all get passed on to one person or take the odds that it would be born into an Eldian that they could get access to and then eat them and do all that stuff. But
yeah. Where's the lightning strike for Porco transformation?
There technically is no lightning strike in the manga. That was a weird thing that they added, and Mappa, because they're a different studio, is not doing that.
Gotcha. Oh, yeah, someone answered in chat there that that's a wit only thing.
Yep.
Gotcha. That also does, I kind of like that's not a thing, really. Because it should feel like it's coming from within the person, right? The idea that
the thematic like connection to paths thing is nice, but
yeah, sure, that's maybe where the lightning thing does kind of feel like it fits. But gotcha.
If anything,
it's a dramatic effect.
It's a dramatic effect, yeah. It's like when the lightning goes all over Mikasa's brain and body and stuff. It's not like that was actually happening.
I mean, to be fair, it added to the mystery element of the Titans suddenly appearing in, episode 1.
Definitely.
Way back when. Mm-hmm. But, for Aaron...
If there was an actual lightning bolt, Porco could have just transformed underneath and let the lightning bolt hit Aaron.
Yeah, but for Aaron, though, he goes full, lightning and everything arcing out from him. Like,
Yep.
Just...
Oh, yeah.
God! Just... I'm really curious.
You play the bad guy.
Yeah, I'm really curious though. He looks pretty much the exact same in terms of his Titan form here. So, Is he not incorporating any Warhammer stuff just out the gate? Is it a thing of where because he ate the Warhammer after he already had another Titan that he's
His
not going to
base
change
form is
really?
probably the same. Like I'm sure he could make it appear different, but
Yeah. I would love to have a couple, additions, a couple changes.
He's the same player character and everything with the same
right.
physical stats, but now he has casting.
Yeah. The lightning did make the season 2 episode 6 reveal that much more epic, though.
That's very true.
I agree.
It did.
I agree.
It really did.
Also, I love that this is just a little quick moment that we get here with our friends here, as they're just like,
oh, this is bad. Okay. All right. Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yep.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
And even Pixis just, and getting us to see Falco.
That's
here.
the one that you're so happy about out of everybody.
Yeah, everyone else, I expect them to at some point, because of the chaos of this whole thing, the building gets destroyed and, our heroes get out and actually get to participate. That's what I want them to have, is more agency for our main, season 1 cast,
Yes. I agree.
And Peak just being like, well, it wouldn't be easy, but yeah, we gave it a fair shot, so this is this is where we're at.
Doing the best we can.
Yeah.
And I'm with you, Chubby Bionicle. Why doesn't Mikasa just go up to the iron bars and just go,
Right. Couldn't she hold, the steel beam or something?
Like, she can bend
by
bars.
herself.
No fucking problem. This isn't some One Piece thing where it's like, but these are some sea prism bars or whatever. No. Mikasa would just be like, There we go.
Oh my gosh.
Let's leave.
Gosh. But, yeah, we are...
Oh, God.
We are in it here,
Oh, God,
y'all.
Caleb.
What?
No. Falco's in the cell with everyone else.
What?
Falco's
What are you talking about?
in the cell with everyone else.
With the MPs.
Right.
Yeah. What are you talking about? What's...
Well, if something were to happen and Zeke's not here, right?
Yeah.
But imagine.
Yeah. So right here, let me show. Right here. Yeah.
Oh wait, no. Oh, he's with the MPs.
That's what I was saying. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm confused. Like,
yeah. For some reason, I don't know why, but for some reason I thought that he was in the prison with Mikasa and Armin and everybody.
When, Yelena shows up and talks about, Titan euthanization, you think he would have been like, what? Like, just quiet?
Yeah, no, he probably would have made some comment.
Kind of comment about that.
Yeah.
And then Gabby's, but you said we have no future fighting for Marley. And then she says, look. And I love the way that the show has made us excited about seeing Reiner, the enemy, come here to save the enemy, Gabby and Peak, from the hero, the protagonist, Eren, in this fight. This is I just love this about Attack on Titan so much. The fact that over the course of season 3, we had to redefine what it meant to have basically good guys, bad guys, or enemies or allies or what have you in this world. When it's very clear that we're fighting and killing humans now. And it's just people with other beliefs and ideals than us. That's it.
Yeah.
And then the Titans are all just people that are trapped in a hellish existence. But there's no monsters. It's just people.
Yeah.
And now Reiner, having just, gone through like some of the best stuff in Attack on Titan in season 4, coming in here in the Zeppelins, like in the first episode of season 4, the hero, the savior of these of these two. Well, Falco as well. But I do trust the comrades I've fought alongside. Now, Gabby, who's the comrade that you fought alongside that you could maybe trust a bit, despite him not having a lot of faith in Marley and their whole...
Falco?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, yeah, and also, I mean...
I just feel like she's being taught here. You
forget
can
trusting.
lean on Falco.
Well,
and
yeah.
Yeah.
I was also going to say, but also the... Falco is also, in the building that is going to have a bunch of Titans fighting on it. Like,
right.
So,
True.
if you want to say Falco, there might be some things that you want to do. Like...
Yeah. All right. Little thing I didn't really take much time to mention here, but I think we've seen most of these. Well, not most of them, but a couple of these characters before that are actually in here.
That guy on the left, we have actually seen before.
But I know that's Colt.
Yeah,
I'm not talking about Colt. I'm talking about Colt and Magath or Reiner.
I'm sorry.
I'm talking
that was
about
terrible.
the guy with the
yes, the
stouter fellow.
Yeah,
with
the
the
stouter
bigger,
dude with the big nose. Yeah,
big nose,
yes,
yeah,
because
yeah.
he was also episode 1. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's like Magath's second, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this was just a cool little bit of continuity here. But then Colt just being here.
Yeah.
He's trained to be a warrior. In fact, to
Yep.
take the Beast
Beast
Titan.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yep.
I'm going to some theories about who's maybe changing hands with some Titan, powers and stuff like that.
Well, we know that Peak will have to change hands a little bit because she has, like, in order to get the handcuffs off.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. But do you think maybe it's a possibility Colt could eat someone? I mean, I'm not asking you like you have to tell me.
There
or
is
anything.
a possibility, a
but
non-zero chance.
I'm more rhetorically asking because I'm like, Colt seems like one of those characters where I want to see him and Falco together at least one time, but I don't see him actually having much future in the story, given that Zeke is trying to do this whole plan thing with Aaron, and there's no way Colt gets the Beast Titan. There's no way. But I think maybe what could be even better is it's not about who gets the Titans here, but it's that in this fight against Aaron, which of them actually survive this?
It's a good question.
We've got the plot armor Titan, so he survives this. I mean, this could just be the prelude to the final fight, just in general, where it's like the fight doesn't end; it's just just continues elsewhere, But Magath, I think, could die. Maybe. Although I do like the idea of like Uncle Magath, who's like
who's like protective of them and all that.
Yeah, exactly. Colt, if he dies, he better do something like protect Falco or something like that, or save him or something. God, Peak could die to save Gabby. That's something I shouldn't.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
But wow, this is it. And then hold on. If you're not going to anything specific, then
sure, go for it.
Then let's end this here. It's the Founding Titan. Get revenge for Liberio.
Yep.
It's like, oh yeah, all the Eldians that died there. Yeah.
Well, I mean, yes.
You guys are so. I know. It's just.
Yes.
It's just, like. No. I got you. I
Yeah.
got you. It's just one of those things where it's like, Marley was the one enslaving and putting them in.
But this isn't Marley, is it?
Well,
this is a bunch of friends.
It is
Well, yeah,
technically.
but descriptively, it's Marley, not prescriptively, right? Like,
I mean, well, we don't know that.
I mean, it could be.
We don't know that.
No, what I'm saying is that, yes, these people are associated with Marley, right?
Yes. Yeah.
But, I mean, Marley.
I'm not so black and white as to say it can't be, a little bit of both.
Oh, okay.
But it's just the idea that it is something where you feel like the motivations are rather easy to align here. But ultimately, these are the people that, put them into this situation to begin with. It's just okay. Let me bring it in a positive light. It is amazing what can happen that makes people come together to fight a common enemy when they've had so much just crap that they've had to deal with against each other in the past.
Right.
basically setting up an opportunity where the Warriors could end up joining basically with our protagonists. You know, with Armin, Mikasa, Jean, Connie, people like that. Yeah. Not necessarily the Jaegerists though.
Which would be a bit crazy.
But yeah. Let's put it into this guy. And just that stare down of
final
these two
shot.
rivals. Bring it on.
Oh
Reiner.
boy.
Oh.
Yeah.
I
This
gotta
is the
say,
fight that, like,
I am salty though that they ended
it there.
That they ended it.
Yeah.
Like this feels like 3/4 of the way into an episode, right? Right.
Oh sure. Like
where there's still like gonna be the moment where Reiner leaps off the Zeppelin, transforms like at the very like last 80 feet of the drop.
Yeah.
Forms up out of the ground, strikes a pose, and then they end the episode, with a little bit of more chaos and stuff like that. But
yeah, it's like, okay, we're going to be taking 9 months to work on part 2 before it even starts. So
Right.
we need to make sure that people are thoroughly tuning in, good conversion ratio from end of the first part to the beginning of the second part. And if we cuck them real good, I think that'll do it.
I mean, yeah. Jesus. That is just
Rec stuff,
crazy.
100 bits. Total season retrospective one. Well, when the season's actually fully over. Oh, and Phoenix Master with 100 bits. Peek in the Survey Corps uniform, though. Looks amazing. Yes.
So total season retrospective when? I think we can do it now. This would be a good point to do it. Just kind of think about it a little bit.
Wouldn't it make sense to do it, though, when,
In a different
the season's
No,
over?
I'm talking about part 1. Just
Oh.
part 1 in general.
Sure.
So, Jacob, part 1 in general, is it the best season thus far? Because some people will say that part 1 and part 2 of season 3 are individual seasons.
Well, so part 1 and part 2 of season 3, the thing is that those split a lot better up into seasons, because one is dealing with everything within the walls and the king and all that stuff, and then the other one is going back to Shiganshin and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Story-wise, two very, very different things. Not even dealing with the same people, right? So I feel like splitting up season 4 into the 2 parts for how you actually deal with it doesn't really work.
Doesn't really work?
I don't feel like it really works, because they're both
I
very
understand.
much the same season, and it's just a much bigger season.
Gotcha. And also, 16 episodes is probably going to be way more than what they have for the remainder, right?
I don't know. It could be 16 episodes, because this
Actually, that's a good question here.
This was chapter
I
116.
won't meta anything here. Can you guys all put your collective Mongo brains together and predict how many episodes do we have actually left?
So we've got 23 chapters left of manga to go through.
23?
Yep, and these are the 45 pagers. These aren't some 19-page every week chapters.
23.
23 monthly chapters. So I would guess that it'd easily be another 16 episodes.
Really?
Yeah. Because there were points where at the beginning of the 4th season where they were doing 2.5 chapters per episode, I think.
I'm seeing a lot of people throw out basically just the 12 or 13 kind of cooler thing there.
Yeah,
a couple of people are saying it could be
I think
up
it could
to
easily be
15.
16 because towards the end of this part, they were doing a chapter an episode, or maybe a little bit more.
I could feel that, and in fact, the only negative I would really throw this season in general was that they definitely slowed the pacing a lot.
Yes, I would
in the later bits, and it felt like things were actually moving kind of quickly.
Yes.
In the beginning,
I would have appreciated if
they
had
rebalanced it a little bit.
if they'd taken an episode or two from the second, from the second half and moved it into the first half or something like that. They made Sasha's death be episode 8, which is a great midpoint from the standpoint of the turning point in the season, thematically.
Gotcha.
How it changes and what happens.
Gotcha.
But as far as the amount of content, I feel like it wasn't good.
Yeah.
Or it didn't balance out, shall we say.
1.5 chapters per episode was the average through seasons 1 through 3. Oh, thank you. Dreyfus, yeah.
Yeah, so that would mean
Okay.
24 chapters for 16 episodes, which would be almost exactly the number of chapters for...
And are you counting the chapter that hasn't released yet?
Yes.
Okay. So 23.
Yep. So, yeah, so 16 really just works kind of perfectly.
Yeah, it kind of does.
Yeah.
And depending how, final, like, kind of big and everything is at the end, you wouldn't want to, like, cut anything out. You'd, if anything, want to stretch it out a little bit.
Yeah, if anything. Yep.
That makes sense. And in a lot of ways, I assumed that the pacing would get even slower, really. But that would be more based on things
Especially if it ends in a conversation.
Well, right. But for the two, I would say the two peak ends of the pendulum, which is...
Or the two paths.
Yeah, the heavy action basically gets just blown out to be way bigger and stuff.
Sure.
And then the heavy dialogue stuff just,
Right.
people have to spend time speaking lines, and your brain reads things, faster and
And
stuff,
you don't want to have them be, like, motor mouthing it. Like, you really...
Right.
Especially if
You
it's,
want
like,
them to act.
heady kind of, like, end
Right.
of Ava stuff. If it does go there, then you'd want to take your time with that.
You really would, yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for the posture check reminder.
Ah, thank you, yes. Yeah. If Season 4, Part 1 was our last war, what will Part 2 be? I feel like...
Maybe it's Beyond War at that point.
Maybe it'll be the end of war. Or you could have it be a sentence. Our last war before
The Force Awakens
peace.
the Last Jedi from his slumber.
Yeah, exactly. I think my main reason I kind of think like that is because I want the OP to feel like the sequel to Last War. I love the OP for this, but I feel like...
But it's not the... like. It's not...
I feel like it's not a
top
series...
tier Attack on Titan.
It's not a series finale OP.
Definitely not. And I want the Red Swan, like, equivalent, but... With
younger
the
versions of characters.
Well, with all the
and,
grandiose aspects of this is the end of Attack on Titan. This is the end of a Titan of a story.
God, you
in
can't
our
satisfy
era.
everyone with an OP.
You definitely
for
can't.
A
You
series
definitely
like
can't.
Attack on Titan.
And that's why I think the biggest trouble that Attack on Titan gets into is when they try and satisfy everyone with their OPs. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Yeah.
And My War was an example of them leaning into the artistic, do something that not everyone's going to like because we're making a statement with it, right? And I love it. And I hope that they don't reverse off of that for the final OP, because I feel like that's kind of what happened with Red Swan to the second OP of season 3. But yeah.
Oh, I disagree. This is the weakest OP. There's the second OP of season 1.
The second OP of season 1.
Or the first
Or the
one,
second OP of season 3.
The second OP of season 3 might be the weakest.
Yeah,
actually, that's a really
like
good
visually,
point, guys.
it's fantastic.
Debate in chat. Which do you guys like more, the season 3 part 2 OP or the season 1 second half OP? So the second OP of season 1 or the second OP of season 3? Which one do you guys like more, just in general?
Because I think the way I would rate it is I would rate Red Swan, of course, at number 1, and then I would go Sasageo, right?
Second one.
Yeah, second one.
Second season.
And then
the first one.
First season.
The very first one, yeah.
And then Last War, and then second OP of first season, and then second OP of third season.
So you put season 3.
Yeah, I think I'd put that one as last.
The worst one. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. So you guys are actually pretty divided. That's cool then, because then that's essentially what I had. Is I kind of put them in the same bucket. Like I was just like, I don't really care enough about them to.
Right, I didn't.
There.
I skipped the second OP for season 1 a lot, but like if you go back through it, it's a decent OP.
Yes, I would say that the season 1 OP2 has a lot of moments in it that you're like, ooh, that feels even better now. Like just kind of looking back, you're like, ooh, that's some good stuff. I like it. I think I saw a couple people in there though that were like, no, season 3 OP2 is just way better than that though. So that's cool. Okay. I'd rather do a tier list than a ranking. Yeah, that's probably more fair. But guys, let's be real. Attack on Titan tier list content happens when the series is over. That's
Exactly.
when you clickbait and
Well, and also-
you get that sweet, people are searching for that kind
Well,
of stuff.
and the Attack on Titan doesn't have any bad OPs. Like
Not
even
really,
even
no.
for my least favorite OPs, they're still great OPs. But it's just that when they're really good, they're
Yeah.
so good.
Attack on Titan OPs come really close to the eternally iconic OPs.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Like I don't know if y'all remember, like you might not have been watching anime back then, but when first season came out, Jaeger, like everyone, having the sex with the birds and the eagles, like that OP was
and
everywhere,
eagles.
absolutely everywhere.
Yeah. I think the really cool debate though is gonna be
EDs?
like EDs. Which ones are people's favorites?
Oh,
'Cause
man.
there's some cool things to love
Season
about
3
all
part
the
2
EDs.
ED was so good.
Yes, that's one with Historia
Season
running, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
season
yeah.
2 ED was great. It's weird and
Yes.
wacky, but I love it.
But it's so good.
I also really love and actually this ED might be my second favorite ED.
Season 1, second ED.
Yes.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna say that,
I think
yeah.
it might be Historia running, so season 3 part 2, and then season 1 part 2,
Mm-hmm.
and then season 2, and then after that I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay, but season 4, part 1. I would say that this might be. I would say that it has 4 of my favorite episodes in Attack on Titan, as the series goes, in the actual first part here. Out of 16 episodes, in general, like there are very few parts in the series where there were this many episodes that were this good right next to each other.
Oh.
That's the part that I feel like with season 4 part 1 is just a recap. I have a hard time thinking of more than 10 episodes in Attack on Titan in general that rank on the same level as these, like my 4 big episodes in
Yeah, the Attack on Titan has just been amazing recently. Thank you, Momo the Weapon. You corrected me on something, so I got the OPs, the EDs mixed up. So, Historia running is part 1 of season 3, which is my favorite ED.
Okay.
Then my second favorite ED would be part 2 of season 3, which is Sayonara, and then after that it would be part 2 of season 1, and then
Season 2.
Season 2. Yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah. You cannot like forget Sayonara.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Season 4 ED is really good. I think I just haven't listened to it enough to kind of let it
Which is funny
sink
because
in
I think that is the one that of all of them we have listened to, or well, okay, no, just by episode count, not by actual listening. 'Cause,
Not
you
by
know,
actual
listen to
listening,
OPs
no.
on our own time and stuff, but or EDs, but yeah.
I think the one I've listened to the least, weirdly enough, is actually the season 2 one.
Yeah, it
It's
makes sense.
It's just a bit weird.
Oh, it's very weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But my 4 episodes that I would probably put as like the ones up there that are just like near goat tier.
3 and 5, so 62 and 64.
I believe 3 and 5
Yeah.
were the main ones there.
And then
Zeke's backstory.
Yeah, it's so good.
For sure. And then the other one.
Would it be
where is
Savagery,
here?
the one before Zeke's backstory?
No, I don't think it would be. I believe it would be. I have to relook at Children of the Forest and Guides.
Right, because those were the 2 weird ones that had them all swapped and stuff.
Yeah, hold on. Guides is this one.
Right. Yeah, that's where the
No, then Children of the Forest. It's Children of the Forest.
right, because that's the Gabby and
Yeah.
oh no, that's right. That's when yes.
Yeah.
Right,
Children
yes.
of the Forest.
With the restaurant and Aaron showing up at the very end.
Season 3. Sorry, season 3. Episode 3. Episode 5. Episode. This would be 72. So this would be
75. So that'd be
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
13?
13.
and then
And then episode
15.
15. Yeah.
So that's funny. Or no, that doesn't quite mirror the beginning. If it had been one set off, it would be the same.
Right.
Yeah, it'd be symmetrical. But
Yeah, those, 3, 5, 13, and 15.
oh, there it is. Yeah, you just add a 1, in
Right.
front of them.
Yeah, those ones were my favorite episodes.
So good.
This
and,
season.
And there were still a bunch of freaking amazing episodes after that. Like the what was it? I think Assault was it? That's the like.
Let me just clarify about 4 here, because I want to make sure if I'm mixing up 3 and 4. It's been a while since I've rewatched this episode here.
Yeah, no, I don't think it's. No, it's not. It's not 4.
No, it's not 4.
No, it's not 4.
No,
because
it's definitely
5
not
has the
4.
conversation with Aaron and Reiner.
Yep.
And then the only thing is that
5 is the declaration of war.
Right, exactly.
5 is probably the best one in the season so far.
But I have to say,
with Zeke being a very close very close second.
But looking back on this part of the season as a whole, my favorite single part in this season was when Gabby and Falco called out for Reiner. God damn, the voice acting was so good. Like the voice acting was just incredible. The whole idea that because think about this for a second. We are leaving off part 1 on basically what that was, except that was even more narratively dramatic and everything, because it's the heart-wrenching cries and everything, and Reiner shows up in his, broken form and all of that stuff,
that
right?
was really good.
That was incredible. And that wasn't the end of the season or anything. Like that wasn't all right, wait 9 months on that. That was just that was just there. Yeah. Like, oh man. Yeah. Oh yeah, the Save Us Reiner with the someone come find us. Like it's such wonderful poetry.
Yeah. And I'm not saying that the other episodes are just ones I just don't like or something.
Oh yeah, no, it's almost every episode.
I was more just kind of threw the number 4 out there because I was like, I think there's only 4 episodes that are ones that I've rewatched 5 times.
Yeah, I get that.
And then I had to find out what the 4th one was, and I believe it was Children of the Forest.
Oh yeah,
I loved what they did with a Mr. Browse, and just the whole thing with Nicolo and Gabby and everything there.
Yeah, there are so many scenes in this season that are gonna be my favorite scenes in Attack on Titan. It's weird because okay.
Yes, episode 1 is impressive as hell.
Yes,
episode 1 would be the one that I would showcase to people
good.
to be like, this is why Mappa
does
was
a fantastic
the
job.
right choice.
But so one of the things that that I have is kind of a tough struggle with airing shows or stories or things like that, whether it's books or TV shows or whatever, is there's the recency bias factor, right? So you'll naturally be inclined to think that it's getting better and better, when really it's that you don't have the recency bias for the old stuff anymore, right? With Attack on Titan, though, no,
it does get better and better.
It does get better and better. It really does. When I think about as a whole over the course of the entire show, if I were to think about what would be my top 15 favorite scenes in Attack on Titan, I would not be surprised at all if 10 of them came from season 4. Just what we've gotten so far.
Oh, just with these?
Yeah, maybe not 10, but half of them. Because there's just so many. There's just so many.
Yeah.
And when I think about what I even felt back then of these are the really great scenes from Attack on Titan before this, they're still incredible. They're wonderful. They're really, really good. But I would never want to actually compare them.
Ashes on the Fire was a welcome addition to the OST. When did that play again? I seem to remember there were a couple key moments where there was some really good new stuff to the soundtrack that came in, but I don't remember what scenes they were connected to, because I'm not as musically inclined, basically. I don't have the ear for that kind of stuff.
Spinal Fart? I wholeheartedly disagree with you, but aside from that, I highly recommend you go back and rewatch season 1 of Attack on Titan. I don't want to shatter your view of Wit or anything, but go back and rewatch season 1.
I mean, to be fair, that was 2013.
That was 2013, but even so. Like imagine if that kind of thing happened.
It's the Reiner theme.
Oh, that's
For
awesome.
his backstory.
That's great.
And just probably for episode 5.
But just imagine if Mappa had done any of the things, even if they were done better, but still the same kind of fundamental little problems and issues that Wit had done in season 1. Like,
they used it in episode 1 as well with Reiner. It's basically the Marley theme. Right, I heard about that. They did something where the Marley music wasn't Sawano,
yes.
right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Like, none of the Marley music was composed by Sawano. Like, I believe that's right. Yeah. Yeah, I could see being worried that Mappa would end up feeling a bit rushed because they have so many things that they're working on.
Oh, sure. And that's why I'm so
they're-
glad that they're taking 9 months in between.
Yeah.
Because I could totally see it being a thing, because there's going to be a bunch of people, especially with how this first half ends, where they're going to be like, no, you can't end it here. You're making us wait, and you're making us wait 9 months on this, right?
Mm-hmm.
But no. Take the 9 months. Take another 3 if you need to. Like, just do this and do it good. And you've been doing great so far. Just keep it up.
Oh.
Right, that's what I heard too. Yamamoto was doing the Marley stuff and Sawano the parody stuff.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Yeah, that's really cool. Oh. But, okay, 16 episodes in.
Uh-huh.
We've got ourselves a massive chunk of Attack on Titan's final season.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And 23 chapters left to adapt. So maybe, 14 episodes, maybe 16, something like that. Wow. I'm just looking at the first episode of season 4,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like going to like episode 14 or something, and I'm just looking at all the amounts of story that happened in that time. That.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. Uh-huh.
All right.
This show has changed
All
so
right.
much from the beginning. Like if just I know I've said this so many times before.
Some bits
just-
that the bit that you mentioned, basically.
Oh, yeah, I just didn't bother reading them because chat's been just basically goofing off.
Okay, but some of these look legit.
Huh?
At least the
Rec
rec
stuff.
stuff,
Yeah. 100 bits. Thanks. Now seems like a good time to share the Attack on Titan episode rankings on IMDb I shared with you on Discord. Nice send off to see how your opinions compare to the general audience's consensus, at least of last week. Yeah, basically I can try and pull it up, but yeah, Attack on Titan fans are
Spamming.
are a bit nutty and a bit spamming on the review things and all that stuff. But then at the same time, Attack on Titan is really fucking good. So
Zenomex with 100 bits. Can we just appreciate how amazing the voice acting has been this season? Aaron, Reiner, Gabby, Falco, Grisha, etc. Yeah, Grisha. Oh, Grisha. Yeah. Reiner. Yeah. Reiner deserves like awards for the voice acting. He was fantastic. Gabby as well. Ugh. Aaron, Yuki Kaji. Yeah. Clockbach, the 100 bits. My favorite scene is Peak crawling on all fours.
yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah. And yeah. Mm-hmm. Y'all were crazy today. Oh boy. Oh
Mappa.
This 16 episodes covered 25 chapters. Cool.
Okay. Thanks for the info, retro gaming. Yeah.
Oh, Attack on Titan is first on Mal now.
Oh. I mean,
Yes, Jenny, I saw that. Thank you.
yeah, that makes sense. Attack on Titan fans did this when season 3, part 2, happened.
All
especially
the episodes, especially Hero.
but not all of them. It was especially when Hero.
Yeah. There was another one too.
In the
though.
episode prior to it,
Yeah.
because it carried after that. Because remember, this then led into the basement,
Mm-hmm.
and that episode as well. Also,
Serum Bowl, basement,
Big
all that
boosted,
stuff. Just casually dropping time travel.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. Yeah. Man, chat has been weird today. Giving my love to the mods.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thank you, mods.
Yeah. Mods, you all are awesome, especially all y'all that just jumped in to help.
Yes.
Appreciate that. All right.
Well,
But guys,
that's it for today. Oh, also
9-month wait, or
yes.
maybe 8-month wait. We'll see.
I wanted to mention it specifically here since this is the last, Attack on Titan podcast for the season and such. But so originally I was thinking that I would just, potentially. Okay, so
You can schedule your manga
yeah,
reaction.
so the final chapter comes out on the 9th of April, which is Friday. So I'm thinking, if possible, I'm going to
do it on the 9th?
do it on the 9th, but I'm not sure if Crunchyroll will actually have the chapter up by then. So it may end up being pushed back to like sometime later, like maybe on the weekend or something like that. But it is going to be happening. Based on how fast Crunchyroll can get it up, it might shift exactly how things work. But it's going to be happening very soon after chapter comes out.
So
Actually,
I'll need to leave the city again, right?
basically. Yeah. So make sure to tune in for that and stay within the ear to the ground for, more details regarding that. Because if I can make it be on the 9th, I will, but Crunchyroll might not have the chapter up.
Official Attack on Titan translations usually take a few days, Jacob.
Okay, so it won't be then. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, everybody, it's going to be something y'all can do. Well, actually, hold on.
Yeah, do not read the fan
It
translated ones.
will be on your stream. Yeah. You can do this on the near stream that Jacob will do on Thursday, but that's his birthday.
That is true. It is.
So yeah,
Gonna be turning 26.
You might not even stream that day, right? Possibly. I mean, this could be a good time to say, just in case.
Well, okay. Yeah. Let's actually do it. Yeah. Division of work and personal stuff. Yes, I will not be streaming Thursday because that's going to be my birthday and
no joke, Jacob's birthday is, yes, indeed, April 1st.
Yep. In case y'all hadn't heard about that earlier, that is a thing. So if you're ever wondering like what is with my weird sense of humor, that's a lot of why. Yeah.
But we've got all our streams on weekdays, 3 p.m. Pacific time. Tomorrow, One Piece dramatic manga reading, go through a whole nother volume. On Wednesday, I'm going to be doing another Thronebreaker Witcher Tales, or Witcher Thronebreaker Tales stream. I think we're maybe 1 or 2 streams away from being done with the game, and then we'll be moving on to Fury, a game after that one of the mods has been really, really shilling to me. And then on Thursdays and Fridays, Jacob would usually be doing Nier Automata streams, and Jacob has now taken the Friday slot for his streams.
So double or nothing. Yeah. One for each ass cheek. But not Thursday this week because birthday. But yes, Friday because apparently it'll take a few days for that Attack on Titan chapter be on Crunchyroll. So yeah.
Yeah. So how about on your Friday stream you announce the day?
Yes.
So come to his Nier stream on Friday if you want to get hyped about Attack on Titan with him. Don't spoil him or anything. You know?
No, don't do that.
It's not cool.
Only villains do that. Yeah, why? Yeah.
And villains aren't cool.
Right. Wait, Aaron is the bad guy now. Okay. Point is, thanks for hanging out and talking Attack on Titan. And, oh boy.
Yeah. Part 1 over.
Just a little bit longer.
Part 2 on its way.
Had
to delete almost 40 comments collectively today. It was fun.
Jenny?
Yeah. It's Fury with an I, IBG Music. Yeah. But it's,
so almost like it could be pronounced furry.
Oh. Fury, then.
Fury. Yes.
Fury.
All right.
Yeah. But, guys, we'll see you in the next one. Take care. And, till then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And I'll see you all next time.
Oh, boy. Oh, and Mudich, in answer to your question, so, whether we get emotional and all that stuff in real life, no, not really, because, one, we don't usually watch as many emotional things just in real life and stuff, but also, one of the aspects of our reactions, or at least for me, I'll speak for myself, is that it's an intentional thing to basically say, all right, let's be vulnerable on camera. And that's not...
Let's be open.
Let's be open. That's not necessarily natural. It is very therapeutic, and we enjoy it. But that is that's almost
It's a state you put yourself in.
right. It's almost too exhausting to do that all of the time. But there are parts where that comes out. But it's only in like very specific cases around people that like we trust, or at least for me,
Yeah,
around
but
people I trust and things like that.
just because something is
Yeah.
accessible doesn't mean it's utilized every single day.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah.
But yes, it does very much come from a thing that can be seen in real life.
Yeah.
Real life.
Real.
Yeah.